Whatever, we'll put that on the back burner. So I take the middle keep, and I'm like, cool, what can I build here? Ah, big fat nothing. Awesome. It has exactly one slot, no matter what level it's at, and it's just a fortress. That's literally all that thing is. It produces nothing. Okay. What else do I have here? Okay, there's a small city down there. Who's that? Volkmar the Grim.
Oh, that's fun.
Or wait, no, it wasn't Volkmar the Grim. It was somebody else that was allied with the Empire. Okay. Go see if we... None of my auto resolves were decisive victories or even close victories unless I literally outnumbered them like 7-1.
That does track with early to mid game vampire armies.
Because, well, no, Ben was having the time of his life over there. Really, the only one that was giving him the problem was the freaking Empire and the Emperor himself. So I'm sitting there going, and it just kept getting worse.
Yeah.
I finally managed to raise the second army like 20 turns in, and I'm still only sitting with 3 territories. 20 turns in, 3 territories.
That's real bad.
And only 2 of them generate any income, because the third is just a fortress.
Yeah, it just sits there and blocks things.
Okay, fine. I'll go deal with this, and then we'll sweep up here. We'll try to take that out. Everything will be fine. I'll deal with these idiots later. Oh no, there's a Wa coming up from the south. All right, well, the Wa is dealing with them. They sued for peace, gave me some money, so we're no longer at war with them. They have the orcs to fry, whatever. The orcs have a double stack 20 there, like a 40 single stack, however they work. So I go and I take out got my keep, the main keep, the other one from my section, this pilly little town here that means absolutely nothing, that's hooked up to the big castle over here that's under attack, the fortress, and then the tiny town that's here, right at the bottom of the only way up into the other area.
Yeah.
I go and I wipe that out with 2. I need two armies to just do even a close victory, just auto siege it. Who shows up? Another 20 stack coming down the coast from that enemy. They promptly kick my ass out of the city, back up to the keep, kick my ass out of the keep and back to the little town, and then they just promptly just fuck off. And I'm like, okay. Went back, took the keep back, and I'm like, all right. They're marching back up here. I'll defeat that army. I went back down, took the town. They come back, kick me out of the city, and I'm like, okay, I see this. I get the picture. So I park my 2 armies right in the pass because I know they're going to come after the freaking fortress again. I set them both in ambush stance.
Yeah.
7 turns go by. That 20 stack just sits in that town like the little French bastard that she is, just taunting me, and I'm like, why are they not attacking? What is going on? I finally check Heinrich Himmler and the Brando that I got for to lead my other army. They're both in regular stance. What the fuck's going on? So I swap them both back to ambush. Couple more rounds go by. Such and such is dropped out of ambush stance. What the fuck? Look in there. My ambush has been detected. Detected by who? They don't have any agents there.
Is it Skaven?
I don't even know.
Beastmen?
No, it wasn't even that. No, the Beastmen were over dealing with having a pissing contest between the von Karlsteins, played by Ben, the Emperor, who took very personal offense that there were even Beastmen anywhere close to his crap, and the Empire.
Okay, so you were just dropping out of ambush stance for no reason.
Getting discovered. My ambush armies were getting discovered by some, I don't know who. I was watching it as the turns go by. Didn't see anybody there, people moving, nothing. I'm like, this is stupid. This is literally stupid.
Yeah.
Because apparently it doesn't matter how far you soup up your zombies, because Heinrich Himmler, you're not supposed to really like zone in on one undead. His thing is, his big shtick is you throw as many zombie hordes as you can, and just, if they die, oh well, just summon more.
Yeah.
Okay, that wasn't what I was going for, but whatever. I don't know what it is about the auto-resolve in that game, but they really do not like zombies.
It's real bad at math.
It is horrible at math and horrible at stats. I think it just goes off the base stats and not any of the other bonuses your lord gives zombies. You can have the most badass zombies in the world. If you do an auto-resolve, it's gonna pick the regular every freaking time.
Actually, I take that back. It works specifically as every unit in your army is told attack these guys, And it's what happens if both armies just charge straight in and grind each other.
Ah.
In that situation, zombies are shit and will all die to almost anything.
Even though if you go in and fight the battle manually, you mop the floor with everyone as long as you keep them in one giant zombie blob.
Yeah, well,
Because then they have a whole bunch of regeneration and are rather tanky for zombies, even though they have no armor.
yeah, and especially if you can get a couple of groups that get around the side and hit them from behind.
Yeah.
It's totally possible. With
And I'm just-
which lock down
Yeah.
everything in
And
man.
I'm just sitting here going, it's just like, fuck, man, this is even on, like, I think it was on normal mode, and I told Ben, it's like, this starting sucks. Like, at this point, I'd rather just take Heinrich Himmler, and just waltz him through to meet up with the von Karlsteins and their stuff. To hell with Blackstone Keep. I'm going to start picking on some of these other people. You are surrounded by enemies who are far stronger than you, who all have a very big grudge against you, but aren't outright declaring war against you. And I'm just like, fuck me.
Yeah,
This
Bretonia.
Heinrich start sucks.
Bretonia's kind of fucking mean early game.
But apparently, and it's ironic that I was complaining about that because Google algorithm, YouTube algorithm. Guess what? Video pops up not 24 hours later in my suggestions.
I'm not to suck playing this faction.
No, how to turn Heinrich Himmler into the Red Duke within 4 turns. I'm sorry, what? Who the hell's Red Duke? I don't see this hero anywhere. I start watching the video. Hey, this is how you can cheese your way into having the Red Duke as a second legendary hero. And I'm like, what? Yeah, you're gonna get him in 4 turns. Okay, how? Apparently through a lot of money and bribes.
That does try.
And gifting cities to him, and then you eventually, but you have to be fast enough because Bretonia doesn't like him either, and he usually winds up getting as one of the first ones that always gets wiped out, ever.
Yeah.
He is an unplayable, air quotes, hero or legendary hero in Warhammer 3.
Okay.
You cannot play him unless you confederate.
Yep.
But if you get his relation with Heinrich up to 150, you can confederate. You gain him as a bonus, and you gain all of his stuff, and you get him. And he is apparently Billy Badass in Melee, and just wipes the floor with people. And it's just like, what? Why? Oh my God! This starting zone sucks. Wherever this is at, Spain, whatever this is modeled after, this sucks. I don't ever want to play this faction again. If I want ghost armies, I'm just gonna go with the freaking von Karlsteins. Just screw it. I'm just gonna have a horde of Black Knights. Fuck it.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like trying for pure ghost army was not the best way to go.
No. And the dumb thing was the video that I watched in the pure ghost army. He was doing it on very hard difficulty with a slight handicap.
Yeah. So just the sort of motherfucker who knows every single stat inside.
Yup. And I'm just like, cool, nice, good talk, bro.
Indeed.
But if you could pull off the full ghost army, all the Hex race and all the Cairn race all have horror. They're all anti-infantry, I think anti-monstrous, and they have armor-piercing attacks.
So you
and
just
they,
have to get.
and they cause terror.
And then they eat infantry.
Yes, they chew through infantry. They're actually really good. The Hex rates are really good for a shock cavalry, and they all cause fear. It's just like, cool, you're fighting an army of ghosts. You're fighting literally an army of hundreds, tens of hundreds, perhaps even thousands of Grim Reapers. Some of them just hovering along, and others on ghostly horseback. Have fun.
See, I find that very amusing because that means that the one guy who was built to make that army is in literally the worst place on the entire map to do it.
Horrible place.
Because
Horrible starting place.
Like, if you try to build that army, Bretonia will wreck you because most of their good units
are all right there.
No, most of their good units are cavalry. So they don't get the anti-infantry bonus. And then
they still have to deal with the terror.
Yeah. But a lot of their shit is specifically about counteracting that sort of thing because they're brave knights.
Yep, and Heinrich is smack dab right in the fucking middle of them.
And then all of their infantry is designed to break immediately, fuck off, and then come back being very annoying, just like.
Yup. Well, no, they're undead, so they have the crumbling mechanic.
No, Bretonia.
Oh, well, yeah. It's just,
So how the
and the dumb thing was, it's just like, Heinrich's not even a vampire. He's a normal human. He's just a necromancer. Although he does get the best summon in the game.
Yeah.
He summons Krell, his undead skeletal bodyguard, who does not have a decay timer like most other summons, like temporary summons. No, you just call him into battle.
Excellent.
Krell, kill.
So, I feel the need to ask, how in the fuck did Meat Lightning get you on this rant?
Because zombies is what you basically have to train for, and Heinrich Himmler is a necromancer, and some of his spells like throwing lightning. So like, yeah, Meat Lightning. Are they making fun of me in chat for that story?
The rant. Also, hello everyone.
Greetings everyone for my epic rant on why Heinrich Himmler is one of the most terrible lords to start with in a game, a random game multiplayer session. Even if you have human allies in Warhammer 3 Total War. Fuck that starting zone. Oh my god. I could literally start as Bretonnian and be like, ooh, free territory. Ah, there's one faction dead. Next. Oh, the Empire's coming. Yeah, we'll deal with them, and we'll turn around and stab Karl Heinz in the back later. It's fine. Heinrich Himmler's dead, and now we'll just wheel south and the Red Duke's dead. Cool, I have all of Spain to myself.
Good guy. So yeah, hello everybody.
Yeah. We've been live for like 12 minutes.
Yeah.
That was a good rant.
Through my epic rant, God, I feel like I channeled my inner Shane there for a minute with his 5 for 5 Arby's deal. That was epic.
Tribbles does have a point of contention in your rant. By Krell, she assumes you mean Mr. Bones.
Yes. And that's the fun part about it. You can rename units in that game.
Oh.
I don't know if you can rename summons though, but if you could, that would be hilarious. It's like Krell is no longer Krell. Krell is now Mr. Bones.
Probably not, because it sounds like you need to summon him on the battlefield, but
He is an actual summon. You click him, and it's a cast. You summon him to.
yeah, so
to
him
battle.
you would not be able to rename, which is unfortunate. But we all know Mr. Bones when we see him.
Yeah.
Say hello, Mr. Bones.
That would be I know you could probably make it work. The problem was what I was going for was just like, okay, zombies are fucking terrible at this.
Yes.
They have like jack all for anything. I'm just gonna try and buff my skeletons because at least I can get some skeletal spearmen, and those are pretty good infantry.
Yeah.
They have spears for anti-charge and anti-cavalry, and they're not the worst in melee against other infantry, even against sword infantry.
They're reasonably solid against Bretonnia.
Nope.
The answer to your question, Death Side, Callahan is back on his normal work schedule and neglected to plan appropriately to leave half an hour early. So he's not here yet, which tells me he probably got caught on something at the end of his shift, and we're waiting for him for a little bit. It would be my guess. He may have updated the Discord. I don't know. I don't have my phone in here.
Well, let's have us a fucking look here.
I do have a Discord tag.
Oh, so do I.
I don't see it though. Then again, I probably don't have things there.
It says that he is on his way.
When was this?
This was at 7:14, so 10 minutes ago.
Okay, so he'll be here soon.
Yep.
Someone tell him to stop being so old. We tell him on a very frequent basis, but the problem is
He's old.
He's old, and
Forgets
these
stuff.
new memories that we give him of telling him not to be old, he forgets them. I think he channels it on purpose. Like, I can't call it Alzheimer's because it seems almost too deliberate.
It's got to be deliberate at this point. Like it's kind of like that whole guys are like selectively deaf. We hear what we want to hear when we want to hear it, and we ignore everything else that we don't like.
No, I think he's just like that.
He's probably just like that, yeah.
Alzheimer's. But
Yes.
if he said that he was on his way 10 minutes ago, he should be here shortly because the Wix building is not that.
Yeah.
But we have an old favorite that has not been streamed to YouTube yet, and it's from the same company that brought you Lure late last year. Alternate,
It's a goat.
we're playing some mountain goats.
Yeah.
Exclamation mountain goats in your chat should bring up the rules. They are short and sweet. We actually had a debate on a critical rules question in pre-show. So we've got the most commonly asked question, I think, answered and ready to resolve out of the way.
Yes.
So
Although I think when I play this with my other friends, it's just gonna be like, yeah, no, that's too heinous a rule.
I don't know. I kind of like how heinous it is.
Okay,
but we're all
so
dicks.
let me put it this way, and this is not an affront to my other friends from my other Sunday group.
Mhm.
Our caliber of player at this table is far and above beyond what they are.
And that's fair. We are seasoned board gamers
Yes.
at this point.
Yeah.
And
Even
if you're not a
me.
seasoned board gamer, because I know Nathan is newer to this particular wing of the hobby, we are seasoned gamers, period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We likes our optimization, we likes to play with the powerful shit, and we likes to do the cool stuff as long as you know, we're playing by the rules.
It's funny you mention optimization because there wasn't really anybody in my D&D campaign that really optimized. I think you were probably the closest with your sharpshooter.
I just wanted to
Artificer.
see how it worked. It seemed to
Worked pretty well.
I did like the gunbow.
Yeah.
I optimized for one specific thing.
It was annoying as shit.
As with all optimization, it made me pretty much shit at everything else, but goddamn was I one hell of a mosquito.
Oh my god. It's so
My
fucking annoying.
optimization actually.
What's your movement
is
speed?
very
Yes.
Good in pretty much all forms of combat because the hand crossbow sucks so very much in 5th edition.
The necromancer was actually rather useful.
Nigel was a solid build.
Nigel was a solid build. He was
ran
a summoner / controller is how he kind of played that. He didn't throw very many damaging spells out there.
But he also didn't need to, because
Yeah. He had minions to do
It
that.
also
fucking
took
bad
Trent,
block.
Trent literally taking him and going, "What kind of wizard are you? You absolute donut of a wizard."
And then instead of learning how to cast Fireball, he bought a wand.
You know what? I don't care that that's how he chose to solve the problem. I
was
just
close,
care
though.
that he solved the problem.
in chat yet?
He is not.
Okay. I'm gonna let stream in on a little secret. I'm gonna let you two in on a little secret. So you know how Mr. and Mrs. Bones were showing signs of sentience,
Mhm.
and how there was something odd going on with them,
Yeah.
where they weren't quite sure if it was a spiritual or whatnot.
Yeah.
That was literally me just being a DM, being a dick.
Yeah, I assumed. The problem was that in-game.
But it was
No, when you don't have a fucking answer.
But it was funny, and I'm like, I wasn't really planning on going this way, but sure, in for a penny, right down the rabbit hole for a pound. This is
We
great.
didn't even go down the fucking
Yeah.
rabbit hole. It was just, fuck you, they're like this.
Yeah, and I mean, eventually I probably would have come up with something, but at the moment when I first started doing it, I'm like, I have no idea.
I
what
mean,
the
in
fuck I'm
fairness, we pushed that as far as we really could when we started going into the ethics of skeleton testing.
doing. Yeah.
Because at that point, you were going to have to either come clean.
Eventually it probably would have wound up where it's just like, you are detecting you are starting to detect the fragments or essences or beginnings of a soul within Mr. and Mrs. Bones.
At which point, that changes the conversation dramatically.
Uh-huh.
But
Because
since,
then it would have thrown Nigel into potentially thrown Nigel into a crisis.
well, and it's one of those interesting things where I'm sitting here going, well, you can just resummon them if this doesn't work. I don't see the problem.
But then he would be potentially killing something that had a soul
If we had reached that point and figured
that was
out,
not
that
evil
was-
and was friendly to you and the party
And
and,
that-
basically anybody else that they came across. And I can't believe he fucking managed to do this. Fucking necromancy is evil. And somehow it just comes across and they're ready and it's just like, that's just the cast. Just keep him under control for the love of God. I don't want to fill out this paperwork.
It did not hurt his cause any that I kept building robotic pets that were far more disruptive than any single undead minion.
It was the funniest and dumbest thing. It's just like, Mr. and Mrs. Bones caused literally none of the problems I was worried about. Firefox? Ember?
Issues.
So many
I was
issues.
Too good at designing a fox, and I have no regrets about this.
1, too good at designing fox, and 2, terrible at the high-low calls with that fox.
Eh, We got to
Is this your
inform-
fox? It's just... Yeah. Here's your fox, and here's a bill for destruction of city property.
What did it destroy?
My arm bracer, you moron! What does it look like?
Mending. Fixed. It
And that still didn't save him from the fine.
No,
was rude.
he was dealing with a cop. What else would have possibly happened?
Not just any cop. You were dealing with the same cop that had to deal with Ember exploding carrier pigeons.
In fairness, those pigeons shouldn't have been so delicious.
I think that's just a public.
Your fox is a machine. It doesn't need to eat.
But it wanted to.
It's learning.
You don't
to love
have to
and
have
also
anything
kill.
to eat, anything to drink other than water, but who doesn't like a good
That was a very expensive carrier pigeon, though. I think I charged him like 5 gold for that one.
Something like that.
Wasn't anywhere near as much as destruction of city property.
that's
was.
a-
that
that's
one was kind of a hefty
extortion.
fine. That was like a 25 or 30 gold fine.
Yeah, that was also extortion.
You have no idea how much paperwork you put that poor guard through. He was stuck in the office for like days.
That sounds like a him problem.
He didn't have to report it.
He didn't have to join the guard.
Except
He also didn't have to join the guard.
except he did, and it was the best paying job that wasn't the military at the time.
That
And he
is
didn't have
not
to join
the
the
best
guard.
paying
It was
job.
the-
You can always steal shit.
Also, he could have joined the military.
Stealing is not advised in the city states of Iridium. That is, if you get caught, that is bad.
That's
Well, then
why.
don't get caught.
That's why you steal the judges first.
Paying off the judges actually in the city states of
Who's
Iridium
talking
is
about
also very
paying
tough.
them? I'm talking about abduction here.
That's a good point. You can't be
Gee.
convicted if there's no one to preside.
That's up to you guys for dealing with this with the blind scales, because you all saw what she was able to do.
Yeah, but the blind scales aren't judges, therefore they can't preside, which means no court of law. Oh darn, I guess I'll just have to walk free.
That's not how that works.
I feel like that's exactly
I-
how
That
like-
is not how that works.
I feel like if you steal an entire ship, the blind scales can't catch you because you'll leave.
No, but you'd have a bounty out
Oh,
on
you
your
did
head.
Well, why would you ever go back?
How would we
That's an
start this
entire
without-
con-
Well, true. It's not just the city
We've never
states of
been
Iridium that
created
have
for
ports.
years.
They're just the largest ports and the largest trading
Not-
posts, mostly in
Not if you were
the
here
free
before
world.
7:30.
Yeah, so
There's other ports you can go to, sure.
you figure
My
out what the
wife and I
bounty
get through
on the
these
ship
really
is,
quickly.
and then you go to a
Yeah.
ship and sell it to someone.
That'd be an
for
interesting-
80% of the bounty.
Talk
Yeah, that'd be an interesting campaign too.
It's fair.
I might actually have to do that. That might help fill out the world. Because right now I'm trying to figure out something
like
for
fish.
like what's
It
that?
does.
Do you make fish?
Shane does.
That's not you.
It's part of the Shane does a lot of fish cooking, and sometimes it gets a little
I like.
strong.
Oh, it doesn't bother me.
I'm gonna have to wash my coat this weekend because it smells like fish, and he cooked that like 2 weeks ago. And I, for the longest time, it wasn't until Monday when I
Sure that's
figured it
not-
out.
Just your natural musk.
Are you sure you don't just?
Do I look like a tuna to you? Shut up and don't answer that question.
And
I was gonna go with
that's a compliment.
Turn off your monitors, kids.
No, keep them on for posterity.
I'm gonna say it's not
Mister,
like
I'm gonna get a-
keep it for more than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Speaking of, thank you, Triton, for getting all those clips in. Keep submitting
Hell
clips.
yes.
We want more.
Yeah, did you get the clip of the the double checkmate from
I
last
did.
week?
I
That
went
was.
and got that, and I also got one other clip from that stream that was very important.
Did you see the look on my face when you first mentioned that? Like, did you look at it? I'm just sitting there going, "What the hell's he talking?" Like, I was genuinely like, I have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. Set him up for what? That's a double checkmate, and I'm like, totally set you up for that. Yeah, sure, we'll go with that.
That is me firing up the old Kamehameha blast, burning through what was Callahan, and having to just continue on to destroy Nathan.
I was fine with it.
I figured you were, because you were a corpse at that point.
Steaming pile of ash.
So yeah, please keep the clips coming.
Yes.
I've already gotten 6 new shorts made for Braden to put up in his "We'll Be Right Back" screen,
They've been
and I've got
Might be able
like
to do those for
5 or
YouTube
6
shorts
more
too.
videos to go
that
through
is the
already.
eventual plan, yes.
Nice.
They are designed and sized already for YouTube shorts when we get to the point where we're ready to get those up and
Where we
running.
have enough.
Sweet.
I mean, we've got like
Your
We
layout
got a
that you
bunch,
made up
but the
there
catch
is
is
nice.
we would need enough board game ones for the main channel, and then we'd want to do a separate video game channel for the video game ones.
We still got the dinkum stuff.
It's on the potato.
Okay.
It's not my problem. It exists.
I feel like that might be a Nate's problem.
It is in fact Nate's problem.
Yikes.
Yes, I'm enjoying them. Please keep throwing more clips at us because Twitch will get rid of our repository in mid-April. So there is a finite window to get those in good working order, and then you'll have to actually get them on stream or within like 2 weeks of the stream.
Do we
I need to
have,
go
like,
through
a
back that
spreadsheet
repository.
of what people are going through, or are we just kind of freewheeling it?
We're freewheeling it. There's no point in having a spreadsheet for literally 5 years of streams.
Yeah.
there's so much.
I've got to
With
try
the
and...
ones that I'm watching through. I'm not even going back past like 2 years, just because there's so much I never get through.
Yeah.
The only thing I would go back more than 2 years for are the board game streams because you will get some good moments out of those.
Yeah.
But that beyond that, if you're looking at video games, unless there's a video game that grabs your particular fancy, in which case run with it. There will probably be a good moment if I'm having a good time with it.
I am definitely going to want to get the Phoenix Wright series from
Oh
you.
my god,
The
there are
Phoenix-
so many good
The
moments.
Phoenix
If you've
Wright
got-
series is gonna have some good
Yeah,
clips.
if you've got like
Is that the
backups of
lawyer
that
one that's like
somewhere-
objection?
My backups are there.
Yeah, if you could just get me like a drive with all of those on it, that would be perfect. So that I
There's-
can sort through all of them.
Potato.
There's one specific
I wanna
clip I
make
need
a-
to
I
find.
want to make a Pearl did nothing wrong supercut with all of the shit she did wrong.
I'm gonna say, you could do that for Pearl. You could do that for Maya. You could do that for Phoenix.
There's so many
You
options.
could do that for Edgeworth. Like there is so much comedy gold there, and when Capcom stops being so proud of the Apollo Justice trilogy, I will stream those next. We did finally finish Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door on Tuesday. That game holds up well. That was a good time.
There's one stream in particular I need to find so I can pull that clip from, and it was when we were playing Betrayal at House on the Hill. This
You
poor
can
this
go
poor
with it.
schmuck got stuck down in the basement when the haunt went off, and it specifically told me like, this is the haunt, this is what I've got to do. I have to flip through the room tiles until I find certain ones. Everything else gets discarded. He's stuck in the basement looking for the damn staircase. He gets up to go to the bathroom or something, and I find it's just like, I turn and look at Brayden and like, hey Brayden, guess what I just got rid of? This is the basement staircase. Yup.
Oh, that.
He's like, fucking lol.
I was so happy because it basically just meant, well, we're gonna skip through this haunt.
Yeah. No, it was something previous. I had to flip through the stuff. Flip through it. I'm like, he doesn't need that. right into the trash heap it went. It was one of the first ones because it wasn't one to the level that I was looking for. And then the haunt went off like a little bit of, like a next turn or so after that. And that's when he's just like, if he finds that Dace's staircase, we're gonna be in a world of hurt. And I'm like, no. Remember when I was having to flip through all those rooms and discard them until I found the correct ones? Yeah. Guess which one of the ones I had that I discarded? Was it the basement staircase? Yup.
Your only hope is the magic elevator at that point.
Your only hope was the magic elevator.
Secret passage can also pop up.
That was true. That was the only other one
Those
that could
two
have.
are
Very hard to find.
that are rare.
Yeah, the Mystic Elevator.
There's so many
aside,
shenanigans
a
with
lot
that.
Of haunts just on its own.
Oh my god, that is either a game saver or a game breaker. There's no in between.
Rat strips. Well, I'm going to switch us to the top-down view so that we can be
Lovely.
playing
Do the
the
thing.
mountain goats.
Top-down view.
I'm very proud of this layout, actually, tonight. You guys should be able to see
It's looking
everything
good.
that's going on, no problem.
And everyone has their own colored dice.
Yep.
Yes.
And we have decided that when we play our ghosts, typically when you play it, you have them standing up, but that just turns it into a line. So we're just going to kind of put them on the side so you can kind of see the little
So you can
goats
see
as
the
they.
goats as they climb the mountain.
Yep, as they climb them out. And
Now, for
then
Big Mountain, you're going to have to put
Yep.
them as lines, but that's okay, because that's ideal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Big Mountain will put them as
You'll
lines.
still be able to see the
Oh.
colors.
Yeah.
That's right. There was an exercise.
Oh, yes, there was.
Are we rolling Sir Chuckers for that, or who's getting
No, I'm pretty sure that was assigned.
it? Who's been assigned to?
For most did you decide that Callahan was fucked again? For like the third stream in a row.
Looking.
There it is.
When the cam gets up, the old man gets down with exercise.
No. Who did that?
That was Grips.
Turbo, see, that's an excuse tonight.
He actually does have an
Oh,
excuse.
Beelzebub buddies has arrived. Welcome.
So I read through the rules, and if the betrayer is stuck in the basement or the attic, they got this staircase for free.
I think it's funnier to not tell them that.
See, at the time we didn't know that. We didn't know that was the rule.
I'm not surprised that it is.
Yeah. Come to think of it, that does kind of surprise. That doesn't surprise me that if that is what it is.
I mean, that's some good form, Callahan.
It was still funny though when it happened.
Honestly, yeah, that's pretty solid.
That's some peak form.
Knees a little low, but
He'll be
the
fine.
whole upper
We'll
back
take
and
it.
arms.
We'll take it. We'll
10
take
out of
it.
10.
Yeah, well done. Good exercise.
Fine work.
Well, thank you.
Great hustle. I'll give that a 7 out of 10.
When I do exercises here, I
High
can only do.
confidence.
Yeah,
High confidence. I don't think I've ranked a 7 before.
you have it. This is new territory. Hiya, Kronos. Welcome in.
Hello.
Greetings.
Well, shall we roll some chunkers to see who goes first? If that does seem like something that is something the chunkers can do.
73.
So for those who are
That's
joining
awfully
us,
consistent for me.
exclamation mountain goats in the chat will bring up the rule sheet. The rules are pretty simple. We have a 3.
Cool. Not me.
And this game is a good pickup. I don't know how much I got it for $5 when it first came out. I think it's 10 now,
Something like
or
that.
15 with the expansion.
It's
but
20
it's,
with the expansion.
20 with the expansion.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
I'll
don't
say
regret
still
it.
worth it. It's still worth it.
I got a 6. It's twice as good as 3.
And I get a 91.
Is that a 91?
Yep.
That is a 91. Well, shit.
Are we sure it's not a 16?
We are.
Nope.
It's got a little hook on it,
Yep.
on the one.
Yep. That's 91. So looks like Callahan goes first, which means I'm
It's
second.
all of that for me.
Roll the
So, basically, we are going to.
Ooh,
Are you fucking kidding me?
Fucking really, man?
Navy SEAL.
Jesus
Alright.
Christ on a
And,
motorbike.
You are going to be either assembling combinations of numbers, ranging from 5 to 10, or you are going to be taking all of your dice to form a dice total and putting them on Big Mountain.
I have a
You can do
choice.
2 6s and an 8. You can do a
Do I
6 and 8 and
wanna
a 6,
open
or you
with
can
a
do an
big
8 and 2
mountain?
6.
Do you?
It's a little early in the game.
That
for
is,
me,
It is a 20.
but it's a
I
20,
mean-
and it's cost me before.
I will warn you, if you put a goat on Big Mountain, it is permanently locked. You cannot move it the rest of the game.
Oh, you can't?
No,
No.
it is stuck there.
the rules.
That is the
The
caveat.
rules do not give any provision
You
for
can't-
moving a goat.
You can't move it like up
No.
on Big Mountain?
When it is in a slot, it is in a
It says
slot.
when,
Period.
when moving goats, players may use dice sets with values 11 to 24 to place a goat on the matching number on the big mountain if that space is empty. Players may still only have one goat on each mountain except the big mountain. At the end of the game, score the mountains like normal, blah, 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 blah. So the big mountain is very much a gamble, but
Yep.
20 is a
Absolutely.
good number.
I'm taking it. Big Mountain.
20 is a strong
We're
number.
gonna open with Big Mountain.
I think it's likely you
It's
will
going to
lose.
get me points. It is very unlikely that.
It's almost guaranteed you're getting something.
Now,
Right.
the good news is if you roll multiple ones,
No, I didn't want you to get something.
Nope.
All right, because
It's likely to be higher than 3. I don't
I
think
get
all of the
to
other
get
slots are going to get.
yeah, if you roll multiple ones, you have to keep at least
Yep.
one, but the rest of them are wilds, and you can set them to what you want. But PJ only rolled 1, so he's going to take a 9,
Niner.
which isn't a bad play.
It-
but
A
it
1,
feels-
2, 3s, and a
it still
2.
sucks when you only get to move one goat.
yeah, that is,
Especially when you have to, yeah.
that is a rough situation.
That's
wow.
just
Okay,
as
so
bad.
that's
That's actually, that's one worse than me. So you could do,
An 8 or a
That
5.
is 8.
yeah, you
8
could,
or less.
yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's-
8 or less. You're
that's
not
crap.
going to get
That's
multiple on
it.
here.
You get 8 or less. That's
Yep,
what you get.
You get one goat.
I'm fucking taking 8.
Yep, that's
are good.
what I want to
Good.
do.
Heinous.
8s are
Yep.
fine.
Heinous is correct.
Yes.
Acceptable.
That is
Higher than
considerably
what that
more
goat
than
is.
that.
Yep.
2 5s, a 4, and a 1.
So what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm going to also take a 9 just to cover our bases, and I'm gonna take a 6.
8.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah, you're not starting off at the second
I
from
feel
the
like
top,
I
bud.
should.
Okay.
There's the dice luck kicking in for him. He's,
I get
It's
it.
even worse than mine. Holy
He
shit!
gets one.
but he gets to rotate one to whatever number he
Yeah,
gets because he rolled
so
two.
it won't be quite as bad as it looks, but that's not a great roll.
The thing is, the problem for him is now he's only got 5 goats to work 6 mountains.
I'll take a 10.
Yeah, that's the
Oi.
play.
That's a better roll.
Oh, and the rules are also pinned if you're in Twitch chat.
Good job, Pickles.
Way to go,
Take a
Trib.
9. So I
This is
scored
why I put a
that.
goat on the 9 because you couldn't be trusted.
Yep, and then I'll put
Cannot
one on
be
the 6.
Has anybody ever managed to clear an entire stack before anybody else got one before?
No.
I played many games and have not gotten it. I've really gone at it before.
AJ came close. AJ cleared out 3 10s before I managed to kick him off the top of the mountain.
3 10s is nothing. I've gotten through more than half. But it's
3
so
10s
many.
is half because there's only 7.
I guess.
It's
half
close
rounded
enough.
down.
It's half rounded down.
I'm gonna get on a 10.
Also
That's
getting.
a reasonable plan.
Oh, everybody get off my lawn.
Fuck off.
Oh,
Fuck you with my lawn now.
oh, interesting.
Needs a roll.
Well, I'm going to
Yep, I figured.
climb up there because reasons, and I'm going to go ahead and
Here.
put a goat on this 7,
7?
and I'm going to take this 9. And then I will take
Or
the...
goat comes back to you, whichever you prefer.
Yeah, I do not prefer.
No, I'm talking to him.
Dude,
He doesn't go on the bottom.
He
Yes,
does
he
not go
does.
on the bottom. He
Goes
gets-
back into your goat pool.
goes back into the
He's in your
pool.
goat pool.
what?
You need to roll another 9 to get on.
Yes,
You're off the
you are off the mountain. I have punted you.
I'm just gonna roll.
Yeah, you do you.
Why do I always get like 2 really shitty ones?
When
You
a player
don't
moves a
gotta
goat to the
much
top of a
of
mountain, they take a point token from that mountain and return any goat already there to the foot of the mountain. The
Yeah.
foot of the mountain is the bottom.
It's-
That is not the foot. The foot is the bottom rung on the mountain. It's down here. That's how we played it last time.
We've never played it that way.
Yeah, we did.
So if your goat doesn't entirely fall off the mountain, how do you get goats to put on big mountain? Do you just abduct them from whatever point they are on other mountains?
Pretty much.
I'm pretty sure it kicks you off the entire mountain.
We've always played with it kicking you off the mountain.
I
Take
do
a
not
point
remember that
token
ever
from the-
being the case. Because the foot of the mountain would be the bottom.
Each player places one of their goats at the foot of each mountain in the setup. Foot of the mountain
Foot
is
of the
off the mountain. So nobody starts on the mountain.
Okay, I see. So this is more of a setup issue for us, where we don't have all of our goats hiding at the bottom of everyone.
Right, exactly.
That tracks.
Do I want a 6 and an 8 or a 7 and a 7?
Okay, that's weird, but all right.
It's not. You needed 2 9s to get up there, and if it kicks you back down that far, it'd just be
You'd
9,
only need
9,
one 9.
9 every round.
That would be more of a
I'm
problem.
gonna take a 9 and a 5.
So,
All right then.
those aren't for you.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. That's a 20.
That's some heat. Well, I bet you're feeling pretty smart now, Mr. Big Shot, with your 20 on your big mountain
I am.
and your assorted meeples shirt and your
It's fancy.
glasses,
Your face.
your face.
Still, he's got a lot of numbers to work with.
He does.
That's a lot of goats.
Rude.
A lot of goat moving.
It's not for you.
Piss off.
It's my mountain.
Don't care.
I will yeetus deletus you.
Those are much lower than you should have. Or a 10 and a 5. You know, whichever.
I'm gonna say that's not the worst.
Yeah, he gets you 2 goats.
We've seen way worse number sets, and we've already established that moving one goat is the suck.
Yeah,
And
it's true.
there. And oh, I don't need to do it.
Yeah, you wait. I have a turn.
You're not allowed
Returns
to
are
have a turn.
pointless.
That is a sticky wicket.
5-5-4-2. Interesting.
5542.
So I could take another 9.
Mhm.
But I don't know that that benefits me as much as threatening a 10 for funsies and moving up the 6 just to threaten PJ a little for getting uppity.
I do like doing the threats.
I do like to threaten. I'm going to put a goat there, and I'm going to move that goat up. And then I'm going to take these out of the way. I'm learning.
All right.
Oh, that's...
You'll get a shit
that's
roll and
hot
you'll like it.
cash. Oh,
I'll take
Oh.
I'll take the 9.
fuck you. That's not cool. You're a jerk.
True. I am a jerk. Wild.
That's actually not bad.
Ooh.
That's a solid roll. A lot of options there. So someone is the goat. Technically, we just don't know who it is yet.
Yes, it's true.
Acquired a 6.
We are fighting to be the goat of mountain goats. Atop this big mountain of goats.
And mountains.
But mostly goats.
And an 8.
Two ones, 5 and a 4.
Gross. Actually,
That's
I take it
that's
back.
He's got a
good
wild.
roll.
It's not that bad.
That's a solid roll. That is
You can get some of that 10 action going on again. You can get yourself another 10.
that is a
Get
do
in
what
on
you
the
want
9.
roll.
Yeah. Yeah, you got some stuff. Except for 8s. 8s are pretty much out of your grasp.
Yeah, he could have an 8 if he wanted it.
But then he has to only move 1.
No, he doesn't.
He could get on 6 and go up on it in the 8.
Yeah, he can move two
Oh, yeah.
goats however he wants. It's just however he wants to.
I'm going to.
Or he could do a
make
5, a
this
6, and a 5.
He could do that.
Ah,
5 of 5.
3 5s.
I hate that for everybody.
Or do that.
It's hot. And now if you just like torpedo a bunch of 5s, you can just
Wow.
pieces.
5, 3, 2, 1.
Oh wow, that's
Oh,
That's hot garbage.
That is,
it's
bad.
It's not good, Jim.
great.
yeah.
No, it's
not
bad.
great.
I am going to put a goat on the 5 because we have a problem. His name is Nathan.
I have
And I'm going to move up a
problem.
6. Or sorry, I'm going to move
Yeah,
up
5 and a 6.
5 and a 6 because I'm going to threaten PJ just a little bit as a treat.
As a treat.
Uh-huh.
I hate it.
What do I get?
5, 5, 4, 2.
Gross.
Oh, okay, okay.
Look at all that, those beefy numbers.
Yeah, put me on a 6, and I'll take 10. Meh.
I don't like that.
You shouldn't. I've 3-1.
It's also pretty spicy.
We did have a disastrous kind of first round where we just got to move.
We
one.
really did.
Yeah, the
But it
first
was
round
even.
was
It was even. Everybody had an equal portion of shit.
first round
Yeah.
was not good. Like, I think I came out best in first round, and I didn't exactly come out great.
I did get to
So you
when I
think so,
rolled
Nate?
even one. I at least got to move the 10.
Gross.
So
Pretty good eyes, sir. Thank you.
you have many numbers.
Vacate the tray.
You also have many numbers.
That is a lot of numbers.
I will take and I'm thinking 8.
He is going to try to
Yeah, I will
monopolize
take
the 5s. The 5s are the worst one to try to go for. There's so many of them.
Yeah, but if nobody wants them,
Also, it's literally just a thing that I can do when I have extra hits of it.
That's fair. Anything good?
6, 4, 3, 3.
That's interesting. I am going to move up a 6, and I'm going to move up a 10. That's just value.
Indeed.
We like value. Thank you. Sorry. I'm bad at remembering.
6, 5, 3, 3. That seems horribly familiar.
Yeah, I feel like we've seen this before.
Do
Have
we
we been here before? I feel like we've been here before.
Deja vu, the sensation you're getting screwed the same way you've been screwed before.
Mhm.
Do I want a 9 and an 8, or do I want 2 6s and a 5? At this point,
It's a fair question.
I think I got to start trucking on.
Yeah, letting Nathan do whatever he wants is a bad idea.
Yeah,
Shut
the
up,
lower,
it's
the
fine.
lower
It
numbers
is
need
not
to be
fine.
handled.
That's cocked.
Yes, agreed.
That is a 2.
It was better off cocked.
Right?
Still, not the worst. Yeah. Solid play. Garbage.
Really is.
You get a 5 and a 7.
Or he could take 2 more 5s and just keep wiping that pile out.
Could go to 8.
He could go to 8.
I don't think he can take 2 more 5s, can he?
He's got a 6. He's got a 6, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, well then, never mind. No, he can't.
Could get 2. Could get 2 up on the 6s. You don't have any 6s.
You can start
That's
climbing
what
the
I'm
9s.
considering.
Don't have the 9 yet either. Or 10. Just blow the whole thing.
Blow the whole
Spend it
thing.
all in one place.
Blow the whole
Anyway,
thing in weights
You know
too.
what? Good point. Sixes.
Fuck off.
I'm doing what you said. Why are you mad at me?
Not like that.
Hi.
6, 5, 4, 1.
That's interesting. Very interesting. Well,
Do they have this as a tournament game there at Gen Con?
I haven't seen
I think
it,
so.
but
They
it wouldn't
might.
shock me. I am going to take a 10 and a 6 because I'm here, and that's just value.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah, fair.
I like that. Thank you.
Say we start taxing points for not taking stuff.
oh, that one had to ruin
In
it.
fairness, I didn't have a chance to get those.
I thought I was gonna have another big mountain roll. All right, but 3 6s sounds pretty hot.
That is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
It makes me feel a lot better about taking that second 6. because
Okay,
it was good.
hang on. Is it once per round when they land on the top that they can grab a 6?
Well, you get it when you first get up there,
And then
each
each
additional.
additional one, you can get another token.
Or I
That
could
seems.
climb,
That's what makes the 5s
Very
and
much
6s
BS.
both good and terrible.
or I could
Why
just
they've
go
got a
5
lot.
6 7. I could just go across.
Yeah,
the
it's a lot harder to
Yeah.
wipe those out because they know you can take a bunch of them. There are not as many 10s or
That is
9s.
true. You are not on 7s yet.
Hmm. Playing the safety.
No!
I mean-
It's my baby!
I mean, you were going off no matter what.
I didn't have to. You didn't have to do anything.
Of course he had to. That's how the
Oh no, I mean, I was definitely taking at least a 6.
No.
God damn it.
That's
That's
No,
really pretty-
it's
I'd be pretty
bad.
happy
That's
with
not what I was going for.
What do you want?
Wanted a 10.
Oh,
doesn't like what I'm doing.
No, I don't like what he's doing.
I'm being
And
fun.
nobody is paying attention to it other than me, apparently.
I've got one.
I'm paying attention to it. I just don't care.
Yeah, because you have a 10.
Yeah.
We can must
He's,
wipe that
he's
out.
only raped 2 of
Then
them.
kick PJ off 8.
Don't forget your 8. There you go.
Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna
Fuck
roll
up.
garbage.
You're
Another
gonna roll utter shit.
Another 10.
It could be
Just to put some heat on the point.
It could be another 10. That could be fun.
I could go.
I think we should put it in the 6s and kick Callahan
I
off
think
the
I
6.
need to put a 7 and a 5 up to specifically threaten those for later.
You know what? Fair.
Because we have some problem children.
I also like threatening things.
Dice.
Good job.
Every turn.
Look, it's gonna be a thing for me.
All right. All right.
I'm a very distracted individual.
So there's 6.
Probably undercaffeinated.
Or 8s. I do need to get on 8s. 8s and so an 8 and a 7, or I could. Yep, I'm gonna do a 7 and an 8.
You get away from that 7. That's not for you. That was for me and PJ to fight over.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, that's not what you needed either. I don't know.
It's not.
It's okay. I'm just gonna keep this 10 warm for you. Don't worry about it.
You're gonna need to pull that off in one round. I'm talking like 4 5s, like hard 10 coming out. You know, like just literally run up the entire mountain and headbutt him right in his gonads.
But I need those.
No, you don't.
Rude.
I'm gonna take a 9. Kick Callahan off.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot that I was even on it.
Kick him off the 9.
But you're fine.
And then, yep.
Onto the
Oh, no.
Callahan.
Low.
Fucking goddamn it.
Wow.
Very low. All of his dice total 9.
I'm thinking that might be the best thing to do given this shit show. Yeah, no, I'm taking 9. Kick BJ off the top.
I mean,
It's not the worst
Can't
thing
blame
you
ya.
could have done.
It is, given this roll, probably the
and it
best thing I
did
could
give
have
you another missing piece. So yeah, that's not that bad.
6 5 2 1.
Hmm. That is,
Running out the 10s can suck it.
yeah, that's not really what I wanted.
It's not what you wanted, but it was a side. It was a side goal that you were aiming
Still need
for.
an 8. 8s and 6s. Or
I'm
no.
going to take 2 7s because I can.
I can see that.
Thank you. I was getting there. It swears.
Oh,
5 4 3 2. Large straight.
Also, it's like a lot of 7s potentially.
That is true. Just 2 7s. You're right there. You can kick his ass off.
5,
Look, I got my 7s. I got mine.
8 and a 6. God damn it.
The only reason I went up there first was because I could take 2.
Maybe we'll 8 and a 6.
Don't be a punk.
No, no,
Wait,
be a
that's-
No, it's out there.
Son of a bitch.
Low.
Oh, hey, it's
Oh,
garbage.
10. You
Wow.
got a 10.
You did get a 10.
You got a
You got
10.
what you wanted.
Fuck
Finger on the monkey spot hurl.
It's garbage.
But it is what you wanted.
Interesting.
Ooh, high.
Wow.
That's a 20.
That's a beefy roll.
Yep. That's what
And
I
I
rolled
took that
earlier.
20.
Yeah, I guess. Jesus.
But
We have
still,
seen multiple 20s.
a lot
out
of
these
high.
guys.
It's either a lot of high or a lot of low is the other thing.
Yeah, we've seen.
I
a
don't like
lot
these
of-
dice.
You could just clear, what, 2 6s, kick me off?
At
and
least
take
they're
an
being
8,
equally
That's
cruel
what
to
I'm thinking.
everybody.
2 6s and
and then
take
he
an
just
8.
needs, and then he just needs a 7.
Yeah, gotta do 2 6s and.
You mind
take an
throwing my goat at me? Thank you.
8.
Now they can't see.
Okay.
They're doing the smooch.
My knights took that personally.
I'm going to take 2 8s.
You broke up the Romeo and Juliet story, just like in the
Oh,
book they all
I didn't
died.
see the 2
You
Bingo.
motherfucker.
I mean, that seemed like the play.
All right, what did we get?
4
Garbage.
4 3 2 2.
Hey.
I will take.
That's some hot garbage right there.
All right.
Spicy delicious garbage.
5 and a 6.
I know what I was thinking you were gonna do. You have the world's saddest 7 if you want it.
True.
Stop being afraid.
The world's
God, you are so
saddest
great and powerful. Please grant me
It's too
small,
bad we don't have a
insignificant
space where we
this
can all
one
show what we've got.
dice roll.
Brayden needs a 5 and an 8 to complete his set.
I do.
Nate just needs a 7.
Yep.
I need a 7 and an 8. And you need a lot of stuff. You need a 5, a 7, and a 10. 5 and a 7.
Rude. But in
Yay!
fairness, I haven't been using it all that effectively, so
It's true.
I was
Okay,
kind of
great.
preoccupied.
He gets an 8. Or, I suppose, you could take a 6. Depending on your.
6s are kind of low.
Is it when 3 stacks go out?
When
we
3
run out
stacks go out, it's game over.
Or we run out of the Where's
Use
the-
And
that
all
thing.
bonus point tokens have been claimed, or when 3 mountains have no more point tokens remaining, continue playing until players have had an equal number of
Those
turns and then the
Oh
game
fuck!
ends.
Where the hell was this one?
That's a 19.
That is a 19.
The way this is going, it could be a 12-pointer on a big mountain.
It could also be nothing.
It could be nothing.
The odds of it being nothing are very low.
They are low, but they do exist.
10s and 9s.
20 and up is guaranteed points.
He needs 7s. He can't get a 7 out of any of those
Nope.
numbers.
Not.
That is unfortunate.
I see your goats have fused into one uber goat.
Yes. He has the small Uber goat.
Go to Pete.
God damn it.
Shouldn't they be end to end for that?
No. You gotta line them up sideways so they can all sidestep. That way it actually looks like a proper millipede is moving around.
Oh, I thought it would be.
You know what? That's
Very.
valid.
Crap
That
on
is
the
both.
2 5s and a 9.
That is both highly upsetting and deeply disturbing.
Probably.
I mean, if you saw them, if you saw them asked about,
5, 4, 2, 1.
they're just gonna die.
Sorry.
Doesn't work.
Yeah,
They all got to be able to
It's
grip.
not great.
Oh wow, that is terrible.
It's pretty bad.
You could do stuff
what
with
did
it
you
to stop
need, an
great
8 and a
stuff.
5?
Yeah, this is a go out. I can have either one of them though.
Yeah. So, not the worst thing.
It's not good.
And I didn't say it was the best thing either, but, take what you can get.
Do I take
Ooh.
that or do I take 2 6s? Or do I take
And
a
I'm
7
just
and
saying.
a 5?
You could just call an audible and put a 12 on Big Mountain.
That is a valid plan, but I think I'm going to take a 7 and a 5 because that advances my plans a little more effectively than any of your suggestions.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Take your dice.
I will.
7s and 8s.
You get a 7 and a 6.
6.
Enjoy.
I think I'll take the 5 instead. 7 and 5.
Yeah, in fairness, I was surprised I got another free 7 out of that deal. That was just fortunate.
That's cocked.
What have
Much
we got?
better.
Get it uncock into something good.
You
that
got
is-
this 5
those are
that
some
is
numbers.
reasonably solid.
Yeah, those are some numbers.
That's not what I wanted.
Very unfortunate.
It's not what I wanted, but they're so good. You know, there are people like Nathan who roll their dice and are starving for anything resembling a playable roll, and you're over here going, why no, I don't want the caviar because it wasn't foie gras.
What was that?
All right. You need 7s.
Ungrateful.
You got 1. You got
I
2.
got 2.
You got 2 7s.
I'm gonna take me 2 7s.
That's
Fuck yeah.
that's a spicy meatball.
You're not wrong. Wow.
2 6s, 2 3s.
18.
Double 9.
Or
You-
3 6s.
Double 9 or 3 6s. You could kick Nathan off of the 9s.
I might do that. That is appealing to me.
Distinctly something that could become a problem.
It does
later, so,
give you at least the makings of a second set.
Cool.
All right. I got 1 shot to get there ahead of Nathan.
I mean, I
One
chose
opportunity.
Mine, so
Will he capture it
fuck
or will he let it slip? I think he
that
might
is
have
a
let it
bait.
slip.
I'm a bitch.
He did not, in fact, let it slip. Fucking
Yeah, my first set.
Christ.
Yeah, I could have also gotten there ahead of both of you, but my dice
I mean,
decided
I had to
needed
burn all of
it.
them to it.
I mean,
That
that
was out.
is worth it.
God damn
Oh,
it.
good to roll it in.
I mean, that's so wild, so...
Yeah.
I'm going to take a 7.
Would you like to just take another fucking 7?
You could. It's right there.
Actually, you could take a 7 or a 9 with that.
But I worked so hard to ill-get these gains.
Ill-gotten.
I can't risk it.
Oh, he could also work on a 5. Yeah, I was to say that's what I'd
Fair
have done.
enough.
I'd have done there
Makes sense to
because
me.
he could do what he did last time and bone his 7 again.
He could. I'm hoping he does.
He did
That's-
not, in fact, bonus 7.
It's a 7.
That's a 7 and a 9.
Back to 7.
You should just play chaos with the world and not take it.
You could do that.
Just take a 5, a 5, and a 6. Just do it.
The dream.
That is... Whose fucking dream is that?
Yours, apparently.
I don't think it is.
I think it could
we'll
be
tell
if
you what
tried
to
hard
think.
enough and believed in yourself.
So I am going to take the 7, and I am going to take the...
Fuck. Well, that's game for me.
Completed one thing.
You have, in fact, completed a thing. Okay. Have concerns?
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
No, I'm pretty sure. Why?
Oh.
Why are we still
I
doing
mean, it's
this?
a lot of 9s. Or
Because it
6s, or-
loves you.
What do you need? 8s?
8s and 5s.
8s and 5s?
Don't make 8s
You
and
can't,
5s.
you can't do it with that. I don't know if you're really.
Shut up. I guess I take a 9 and a 6.
9s are gone. I can't get any more of those.
So, yeah. I
Yay.
guess I do that. This is my life.
So now I want to clear things out as fast as possible.
Nice.
I'm getting there. Group.
Oh,
6311.
9s are useless. All right. Oh. Let's see. Again,
We are entertaining enough to have won a free hour.
maybe.
Why, thank you. We appreciate that.
I could do 5s and 7s.
do.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take a. I think I'm gonna convert that into a 2. Like take my free point. I'll take 5 and a 7.
All right.
Makes sense to me.
Bitch.
It's like it's magic and it's fucking off.
Oh, but you did get the 5.
Not as many as what I fucking needed.
He wanted to.
Ah,
He can only make one.
Bitch.
does he have double
Something
seven?
Is this goat locked here since none of the movement
Nope.
actually works the way I thought?
You can pull it.
Four, 4, 3, 1.
That is,
Very middle road.
yeah, that's
Indeed.
not amazing.
I mean, he can pick up extra points now.
He
6s
can.
and 7s.
Yeah,
and-
I'll be taking a 7, and I will be getting a
How?
4, 5, 6, 7,
But-
4, 5.
But you're not on top of
Oh, wait.
5s.
I don't know where my brain was, but it wasn't on top of the map.
Okay. There was set up there.
Lots of oxygen.
Right.
Yeah.
1133.
I can do stuff with this.
It is
It's
manageable.
just
You're just gonna do one stuff.
No, I can do 2 stuff.
Oh wait, no, it's wild.
Yeah. I can do stuff with this. I just got to decide what that stuff needs to be.
Well, he's deciding what to do. We do have a hydrate and a stretch redeem.
I'll take advantage of those in just a moment.
Thank you once more.
I'm gonna do lunge stretches on my way to get water.
The problem is this is kind of garbo.
Really
To
is.
take the best advantage of this, I think I have to punt Callahan off the gate.
I was in the closest lead to nab the first couple bonus tokens, and then from freaking nowhere, somebody snatches up a shit ton of 5s, and suddenly I'm back and behind again.
Yep.
That was irritating as fuck. I really don't like that rule.
Hydrate and stretchy accomplished. Yeah, that was not a great roll. That was me throwing 2 of my 4 dice in village.
Yeah, that is unfortunate.
You're up, Chuckles.
Is it?
You know, I need to get more 5s before I get booted off of that.
You'll get none and you like
nothing and like it.
I might take a
Yay!
16 on Big Mountain. Show you guys what's what.
I mean, that's not the worst thing you could be doing. I won't lie. Oh, right. I should take it.
6. There's not going to be any 5s in my future. Okay. I am like nowhere on these mountains. Okay. Even numbers only.
I
Pretty
enjoyed
much
hunting you off
10s or
of the
2 8s.
mountain.
I'm gonna take the 2 8s.
Get away from there. I just kicked you off.
5, 5, 6.
It's 5s.
Yep.
Jeez.
I now have one full set,
Your
so I'll
points.
take the 9.
And there's only one left there, right?
Correct.
Can anyone get one? Braden?
I can get one at my leisure.
I
It
only
may
need
not
one
be
more
in his-
10.
I was gonna say it may not be in
I'm
his
using-
best interest. 10s. 10. Ooh.
That's another 20.
That's a 20.
That number just keeps showing up.
It really does.
But not higher. And that's the important thing. My wife was so mad when she got the 23 and she held it for the entire game. And then on the last roll, I rolled 24.
It's a jerk
And I was just like, win!
You're such a dick.
It was, yeah.
Do we need to?
Hey,
use
welcome in,
all of
Gordon
them?
Box from
Hi, Gordon
Connecticut.
Box.
All the bonus tokens or 3 mountains.
Getting some east side.
You do not need to use all of the dice. No.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember I threw 2 of them.
You
in
can dump.
garbage.
You can just not use them.
17.
Yeah.
No, I meant specifically for Big Mount.
You do not.
You do not have to use all of them if you do not want.
It is usually advantageous.
Yes.
Except for when it's not.
In this case, I think it is not, but that might be the thing to do.
Have you played Mountain Goats before, Gordon Box?
Why is the highest number on the bottom?
What do you mean?
It's Big Mountain.
It works.
Because it's sequential?
I mean,
You
Yes.
climb down and that makes you go up. What's so confusing?
You're going up the stairs and going down the stairs. Going up the sideways stairs.
Or, and hear me out here, you take 2 6s and an 8.
That is the
Son's
other
name is
version.
Braden.
I think
Hey!
that's
5, I guess.
Shout out to the other Bradens in the world.
I would kick
Very
people out
nice.
the 5s with
That's
that.
3 points that you get. Because each one of these counts as a point.
I thought they counted for face value.
Have not played. Looks
No.
interesting.
Each
We
one of
very
these is
much
a single
recommend
point.
this game.
Hmm.
This is one that's put out by All Play called Mountain Goats, and we're playing with the Big Mountain expansion, which is these guys over
You
here.
know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go.
But it is
2
a
6s
very
and a 5.
it's an easy game to teach. It's an easy game to get the hang of, and still very fun to play. Like we streamed this a few times.
It's your turn.
All right.
So each of these counts as a single point.
Each one is a point. Yep.
I need something.
Okay.
Wow.
Whoa, gross.
That's the opposite of something.
fucking disgusting.
So,
It hates you.
For those who haven't played the game before, at this point in the game, rolling low is bad.
Rolling low is generally bad anyway.
You want high numbers.
I'm gonna take an 8 because that's the literal best thing I can do for myself.
Hey, 3 point.
Yeah, 3 points.
That's what I did.
Oh, you already got it?
Yeah.
All right.
Ugh.
Ooh, Big Mountain. All right, that is
Grow. Oh, that's 20. Ha!
20. I can throw away the 3.
You could.
want
I
to
can
sit
tell you
on
how
the
the
17?
I can tell you how to suck it. All right, let's see. Or I could take an 8 and 2 6s, which speed the game along to the end. 8
You get away from that. I'm not ready for the game to end
and
yet.
then 2 6s.
I have problems.
We know.
Although taking the 17 and grabbing that 12 pointer might have been.
It might have been reasonable.
Ooh, that is also a 20.
Ooh.
It's
God,
God,
we
it's
all rolled the same thing.
PJ is taking
It's
the
funny
17.
because it was
Solid
also
choice.
it was
Yeah.
also the 3
Yeah.
that we would have to throw out. So nobody got
Yeah.
like a 1 where they could take like a 19.
It wasn't just 20s, it was the same combination to get there.
6653.
So Big Mountain is important because at the
Ooh,
end of the game
that
we'll
is
get
21.
bonus points based on whose position
21.
first fit.
Boom.
That's bad for me.
This is fine, don't worry.
It ain't
I'm
great for me
obligated
either.
to
I
do
just
it.
lost 3 points.
I hope
I'll make you lose more.
And all of a sudden you are
Not
You are not going to have the. Yeah.
I-
No.
Wow.
I thought I had this locked.
I thought you did too, but then I got a little bit higher. And Brandon
Yes.
continues to get fucked.
13 on Big Mountain.
No. Absolutely not.
Or you could hasten the end of the game. What do we need? We need.
I think the game is going to be here soon anyway.
I need to take out an 8 and a bunch of 6s. That's what I need. I need to end this game now, or I need to get a 22 to 24, and then I don't care.
Yeah, ordinarily I would take a 5 and an 8 here, but that will end the game, and I have
Do that.
nobody on Big Mountain, so I'm guaranteed to place 4.
Well, you
if I
can't
do that.
take. You're not on top of 8s anymore.
Yeah, I don't. I'll end the game if I take a 5, though.
Why? Oh, you'll complete
He'll
your
take the
set.
last-
I'll
Don't take
complete
the
the
last
set,
one.
and there will be no bonuses left.
That'll be, and that means that would be the end of the game because
I
you
went
started
last.
it.
And then I also think you shouldn't do that.
You should
because
totally end the
I'm
game.
Pretty sure that Nathan's ahead of me at this point.
You should totally end the game. Fuck it. Make it a kingmaker. We could play another round.
We're gonna get another round anyway. It's
Eight-
only 8:30.
8:20.
Yeah, we got plenty of time for another.
You know what? I'm going to see what fate has in store for the 3 of you who are competing,
Da-da-da.
and I am going to,
Take
I'm
a
gonna
12 on
put
Big
a-
Mountain.
I'm gonna put a 10 right there. I
Tenner.
can't.
He took a tenner.
He did.
What else am I gonna do?
Good
Like-
boy.
Ending the game is not in my interest.
I could take a 17. Nope. Locked.
You cannot.
I
I don't have.
16.
I don't even have a garbage number on Big Mountain. I have nothing.
Let's see.
Yeah.
I can't get an 8 out of that.
Like I'm
I
pretty
can't
sure
get it.
I'm a lock to take that 6 whenever
You know
I
what?
want.
Nope.
Hmm.
I'm gonna take 2 6s. Those are mine.
Oh.
That goes to you. And I will also take a 5.
I don't like that. I need you to not.
You did not like that. That's bad.
I agree that that's bad. It's so bad.
Wild.
That's also bad.
You got a wild. in
Oh,
there.
yeah, he did get a wild, so that's actually probably.
I was gonna say
okay.
it's not bad. He ain't gonna Big Mountain it, but he can fill in some gaps maybe.
He knew some
Can
things
he get
and
up to
some
the
stuff.
10?
He could get a 10 if he wanted.
Last round.
That's it.
Rude.
All right.
That doesn't end the game.
No, everybody gets an equal number of turns.
Yep.
So I'm done.
You're
You're
done.
done.
I'm done. Okay.
You got what you got.
Me and Braden left.
Jesus. Now I get 20.
The funny thing is,
Is 20.
yeah, it is.
Yep.
You could have a 16.
Oh, but he can take. Can you get the 10? No, you can't. Yes, you can. 2 10s. He can. Oh, but he gets no extra points for it.
He gets 1 extra point for it.
He does get 1 extra point.
Yeah.
For it. Still kind of sucks.
I think taking the 16 on Big Mountain's the smarter play.
I think you're probably
Yeah.
right.
Because that is guaranteed points at this point.
6. Well, unless you roll.
It's 3 or 6.
Right.
Like,
It is more than 1.
it is more than one,
It
which
is
makes
more
it
than
a
1
better
point.
play.
Right. All right, Braden.
Go for it.
This is your chance. 24. Yahtzee.
Not
That is
gonna get it.
very low.
I guess I'm taking a pair of 5s.
A pair of 5s.
You'll get to
Is
be on
that
top of
point
the
for
5
Braden?
mountain. Good job.
Is
Oh my God! It wasn't enough to get on Big Mountain.
It was not even at the
was
11.
not.
He couldn't even get up to 3.
Yeah, I was super duped. Like
Oh gosh.
I didn't get anything that was Big Mountain worthy the entire game.
Yeah.
Okay, so Big Mountain, you get 1st and 4th,
Oh,
and I get 2nd, and then PJ gets 3rd. I'm pretty sure you beat me. You
I have
got,
last.
no,
I-
Nathan's definitely ahead of me.
Oh well.
Let's see here.
Let me grab the scoreboard. We'll see how badly in last I am.
Okay, I am ready. I got 39.
we got 46.
Big
Uh,
Mountain.
That fucking first and 4th came in
What do
clutch.
you got, PJ?
36.
Well, I don't feel bad for you, PJ.
I would have been.
Because I'm coming in at 14. I do not feel even a little bad for you because you took my free
No.
points.
I got. Yeah, no.
Right.
It's,
I'm gonna
you
put these
left
back.
that. You left that there, and you shouldn't have. You should have ended the game then and there.
Why? I was guaranteed fourth either way.
It didn't matter. I would've-
Guaranteed
I would have
fourth
just.
either way. My only hope of getting into the game was getting a roll on Big Mountain.
Me
Yeah.
getting torpedoed for the 15 and then the 12 right immediately afterwards because I kept getting screwed out of 5s is what hosed me.
I mean, I biffed a chance to take the first bonus by
Well-
getting an 8 and a 5, which should have been a very easy thing to get a pair of.
You would think so.
Should have been.
One of the easiest
Both
things
of
in the
those,
game.
both of those roll pretty commonly, but was not meant to be. So I'm going to happily reset the scoreboard, and we're never going to speak of that again.
Oh no, I think we will.
You shut up.
This is the other thing. Who's our new visitor?
Board in a box.
Board in a box. This is also the good thing. Mountain Goat setup is super fast.
Yeah, this is our set.
We are ready to go.
We are done.
We literally
it's
just
ready to
listened.
go again.
If
Which
I
is
can get
awesome.
these things to freaking stack, which they're
He
not
just
wanting
got
to
some
fucking
sort of.
I think they claim it's a 15-minute game.
And it could be if we weren't chatting
They put
and
down 20.
commentating.
I guess I've done it in 20.
I
But if,
could
I
see
think you
20.
could.
if you get 4 players, it's probably a half an hour game. It's
Yeah.
still a fast one, right?
Yeah.
Well, and once you get people who
Rolling
really
the
know what
numbers.
they're doing, you could be done in 20 easy.
Yeah.
I got a 56.
I'd also be up for letting the loser go first.
I'm gonna need all the help I can get. I suck.
I got a 4. It's not gonna be me.
I will point out
Liar.
my score
17.
was so low
17?
that a single bonus from either track
You've
was
got-
more points than I got the entire game.
You've got a shot. You've got a shot.
What did I get?
30.
Yeah.
So he goes first with the 58. So nothing is fucking changed.
Nothing has changed. Everything is meaningless. And Callahan rolled well on his first roll.
6, 4, 3, 2.
I
Fucking
think I'll take a 10 and a
goddamn.
5.
Yeah, I think that's a solid
10
play.
and a 5. Let's go.
Great. Good time.
That's how you make decisions.
Look,
Oh, wow.
I forget my dice, but at least my dice stay in the tray.
And I think we've also learned that getting a 20 should take Big Mountain immediately.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, though. It's not always a guarantee that should, but it is a very strong play.
15.
I'm gonna go this back.
I don't think you're allowed. We have to wait for a patron to pay points.
Why?
With the toilet.
Why does this keep happening?
This is a good rule.
'Cause your
It's
dice
like
hates you.
9s.
He has a point.
It is an adequate roll, but it's one that I don't get any agency in.
I mean,
But
yet,
bonuses.
this is a late game builder. Take your dice back.
Dice, man, dice.
Green
Keep
arrow.
them in the tray.
Green arrow.
At least I remember to pull mine back.
All right, that is another 10 and a 6.
Yep.
Thanks, I hate it.
That's fucking
That's
concerning.
distressing. What do you got?
10 and a 5. Actually, 3 5s.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I feel like that's a power
It's a
move
baller
right there.
move. It's a baller move.
That is
The first time we played Mountain Goats, I opened with 4 5s and just ripped up there, and then I just kept rolling 5s.
yeah.
I got through half the stack before anybody caught me. They're just like, "Oh Jesus!"
Yes,
It's
the
like,
two of them
just
read through the
stack them
rules
up.
and were like, "You can only take one per turn," and I'm like, "No, no, no! I'm pretty sure I remember Callahan doing something dumb one of the first times." we
I tried
played."
bleeding them, but it didn't work. There's
He-
too many 5s.
He tried real hard. He made a very valiant effort at it.
Too many 5s. What do you got? Ooh, high numbers. You got a 23.
Fucking Christ.
Well, I think I know where that's going.
Yep.
Yeah, that's gonna lock up.
That's yeah.
So he just guaranteed himself 15 points.
Yeah.
And
Almost
we're all
guaranteed.
playing
The
for-
only way possible to beat him is with a 24.
I can roll Yahtzee.
You cannot.
You shut up. I believe in me.
I don't believe in you, and I don't believe in your dice.
Yahtzee! 23!
No, 23.
I will point out that was still that was a good clap back to your garbage.
That's fucking
3
amazing.
6s and a 5?
Yeah, I think that's the play.
Yeah.
I'll pull a PJ on this one. Don't even care.
Fucking solid.
I need another goat.
Have your go. At
Oh, I'm so sorry you didn't get that 23.
Me
That was
too.
funny.
But you know, that's
I
still a
rolled much
power move.
lower.
3, 3, 2, 1.
All right, so is it an 8 or a 9 is what I'm hearing here.
Mhm.
8 or a 9. I think we'll go with the 9.
I thought I'd done it. If I'd gotten 4 6s, that would have been.
It would have been incredible.
I'm waiting to pull that one out. Now don't get me wrong, the 12 pointer is still worth having.
Yeah.
like 12 points is 12 points.
I would
Yeah,
also
but
like to
there was
steal
no
12.
good number to get out
No,
of
you
those.
well,
It was better for me to
you
just
would have
climb
ended
the
up right.
six.
You would have ended up with an 18, which is kind of meh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would
18
rather
is-
just
you can get
take a
points out of
6
18,
token at
so-
this stage in the game
Everybody likes the 9.
and then see what happens.
I'm thinking
12 on big
double
numbers.
sixes.
Okay, that's not the worst.
Bold move, bold move.
In fairness, I flew up that chart super quick. Hmm.
5, 3, 2, 1.
5 and a 6.
Yep.
Move me up on the 5, and I'll take this beautiful 6 token while I'm here. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
6 and 10.
Oh man. So if you haven't played this one,
Yeah, 6
Morden
and
Bods,
10.
what is your favorite board game, if you don't mind my asking, if you're still hanging out? And has Braden been introduced to board games? I must know.
Huh.
Ooh, also a high number. That's a 20. If he wants it.
I think he might want it.
Oh, he wanted.
No,
to
he's
take the
going
double
to tens.
Double tens. I can see that too.
That
He's
is
already
a-
locked down the 15. At this
Yeah.
point,
But if you can get the 15 and the 12,
I know it's a guarantee. Well,
it's not a guaranteed win.
20 is good.
27 points is a horrible thing to
try.
try to overcome.
right.
Wow. I'm gonna punt PJ off the 5, I guess, because this is my life now.
All right, then.
What else am I gonna do?
Okay.
Good question. There aren't any good answers.
Why are you doing that?
Because I have to return these up.
I rolled a
I will
7.
commit different crimes in
6, 4,
place
4,
of my other crime.
Well, I would
10 and a
take
7.
10. No, it's gonna be a 9 and an 8. I think. I already got the 10, so I'll take my 9.
I'm the king of
And I'll
the
start to move
mountain.
up on
The
points.
baby mountain. And I will never get my comeuppance.
Oh, never.
You hear me? Never!
Oh, getting my comeuppance. 10. 9. I don't know. What was it?
Double 6.
Double sixes. No.
No, get away from me. I'm the king of crap mountain.
You know what?
I'm King Poop.
Shit does roll downhill.
Fuck you, I'm King.
No! My precious status!
Oh wait, it's not my turn.
It's not your turn.
He gets to try to
It should be.
reclaim
We should
his
skip this
precious
turn. It'll be funny.
status.
It seems fair.
He gets to fail to reclaim his precious status.
I do.
You got a wild.
And or take a lot of fives.
I'll never take a lot of fives.
Oh, he does have a wild.
I
Oh,
do
that
have a
is gonna be
wild.
10 and a 5? Eh?
I'm thinking 2 7s. But
Yeah, that's boring.
a 10 and a 5 does give me more points, but 2 7s
2
does seem
7s gives
pretty
you better
good.
position.
Yeah, I think I'd better take those while the getting's good.
All right. That is not high enough.
6, 6, 3, 1.
gross.
I think you could take 16 on Big Mountain. That seems like a strong play.
It does.
Another
I think it's
9.
great.
Based upon how last game went, yeah.
Well, in fairness, we ignored Big Mountain until things were going to hell in a
Yeah.
basket.
Well, I didn't.
You rolled a 20 for your opening roll in the game.
I'm just saying. Didn't ignore it.
You shut up. You know what I meant.
Great talk.
A lot of
Hello.
mountain kicking.
Welcome to Big
this
Mountain. This is the little version.
It is warm up.
He's one of up mountain.
5, 5, 1, 1.
It's a nice wild you have there.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's already on the 10.
He is on the 10.
I'm gonna take a 10 and a 7.
I like it.
I am considered.
You shouldn't think it's fun.
Why do you lie?
Because it's funny.
Ooh.
I
that
think
seems high.
I'm going to Big Mountain.
I think that the
22?
good
22.
I think 22 looks mighty good there.
Hello, welcome to actual Big Mountain, where the good ghosts
We're in trouble.
Well, what am I doing here?
go. You
I
die.
knew that.
Unfortunately, that was a paperwork issue.
Oh, wild.
I feel like that's very fortunate depending on who's in this position.
Gross. All right. So, I think, is that an 8 or should I take another 9? Or should I really wait?
You could do lots of things.
So many things.
I feel like you should pass your turn without moving any goats.
Oh, that'd be a great plan.
It seems like a bold move, but I think it would pay dividends.
Oh, hello. Welcome to the tents. It sucks here.
You got wilds too. Still get that 24. I can taste it.
Look, I'm just happy that I'm going to get some points out of Big Mountain this game. This is already all but guaranteed I will score higher than I did last game.
Well, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, no, because you got 3. Assuming you would have to take.
I said all but. I know that
Right.
I could still...
Statistically, I don't see this happening.
It's
He's
improbable.
a minimum of. Yeah. No, he is a maximum of 2 points under
Right.
what he got right now.
Yeah, that last
It's only up
that
for
first
me.
game for the night was not kind to me.
Yeah.
6221.
Another 10.
No, I don't really want another 10.
Well, what else are you gonna do? 5 and a 6.
I know you've got 10s. Well, it kind of makes it useless to block because you have one already. They're fine.
8.
Yeah, I know.
My
They're
plan is to take 24, 21, and 20, and then win the game.
That's a solid. Yeah, if I could just lock up all the points in Big Mountain and just go, I'm gonna go get a drink. You guys let me know when you're done.
I'm gonna go
Tally
get
up.
something to eat. Ah, I enjoyed this game.
You know, I'm gonna just move up on 7. Good now.
That wasn't for you.
Yes, it was.
You
It wasn't-
spoiled my unspoiled mountain.
If it wasn't for me, then why was it there?
To taunt you.
Well, too bad I ate it.
At least one
Huh.
wild.
Okay.
Got a lot of mediocrity in there.
Yeah, you ain't lying. Hmm. Seven and an eight's looking pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a solid choice.
Get off this mountain.
Don't forget your 7.
Well,
Your
no.
dice.
I'm working on it. I have to punt someone off my mountain.
Yeah.
It was easy.
Well, you get 2 5s.
Or a 10.
Or 10.
Ooh. Tens are valuable.
All right. I
Who
have
doesn't
so
love
many
vowels
goats in my stable?
Don't like how
Nice.
thin that stack is getting.
You shouldn't. It's bad.
Yeah,
That was
makes
that
I
was.
don't have a choice.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want a 10, yeah.
You should get in on the 10 action too.
I want to get in on the 10 action. I have so many 10s.
Yes,
You could have more.
but they don't.
So much better shit to do.
If you get the remaining 10s out of there, you're guaranteed to win the game.
That's not true.
How could he not?
If I eat all the big spaces in Big Mountain, he still
You
loses.
can't eat all the spaces in Big Mountain.
Oh, watch me, poor man.
I mean, he's getting 12 out of that at least.
Yeah, but if I get the other 4,
Take a 5. Have fun.
wow,
6221.
that is
Jesus.
so absurdly bad for me.
I mean, 12 on Big Mountain, baby. Get it.
Or
Get
you
some.
go with me on this journey.
7 and 5.
7 and a 5.
Lame. Safety choice.
Well, now I'm
Nice.
guaranteed to get
Nice.
at least 14 points. No, he was rude to me. He has a full round them.
Damn it.
You suck.
And this is coming
You've
from
missed
DJ.
more than once.
Not in the same turn.
Yeah.
I believe you sucking was
right.
independent of your actions.
It could be two things.
Just a general statement of truth.
And it could be three things.
2 7s.
Oh my god. More hydrates, more strength.
I'm gonna take
Ooh,
10.
hydrated Frenchies. Thank you. Have a hydrate, a second hydrate, and then a stretchy. Getting good.
Very unfortunate. He has acquired an 8.
Oh, did it.
Actually, a lot of play in that.
Indeed, there are some fucking objects here.
Does anyone have big plans for the weekend? Well,
I'm gonna oil up my new workbench.
so you can admire it.
And do nothing with it like you normally do.
No, I now have a flat assembly surface.
Ooh.
And that's only taken you how many decades to get? Do you
Well,
actually use
if
it
you
then?
carry the 3 and you remember that he's told us stories from 1952,
19 dickety.
because the Kaiser stole his word 20.
You sure it wasn't 16 dickety too?
It could be lots of things. I'm not sure.
Does this man look like a fucking conquistador to you?
Yes.
Yeah, kind
Fountain of
of.
Youth is a big
He's
man.
old enough for it.
Florida man. Original Florida man.
You're not
I'm
an
going
original
to
Florida
take
man. They all
an
died of
8,
They
something
have some-
eating
we
their
don't know.
skin.
and I'm going to take another.
They died of something.
And I'm going to take.
I'm
my
pretty
dice.
sure nobody knew except the people who had been living there.
See if I can pull this off. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
Shit.
I already assumed. that
10.
wasn't flying.
And or I could take a 22. No, I can't.
you cannot.
I cannot. So I'll take the 10 and
Aw. It's the least I can do for losing the chance to complete set.
Hmm.
But if we clear out these
Yes.
stacks before you can do anything about it,
it's true.
although in fairness, I'm also just incentivized to see what I can do on Big Mountain at this point.
Gross.
Yeah.
You'll do nothing and like it.
Well, I'll do something.
Ooh, passing the turn.
Ooh,
Great strike.
hot move. No objections. Okay.
I'll allow it.
I take a 9. Of course.
Oh, yeah.
That also will work. I don't like it.
Well, deal.
Well, if I have to deal,
Okay, 16 on Big Mountain, that'd be real good for you.
or I could take 2 5s,
Hmm.
which I think is also very good for me.
Is
Go
also
on to
good.
6. How greedy am I feeling?
Yes.
All agreed.
I don't really want the 6. I'm gonna leave those where they are in case I roll something good.
Retrieve your dice.
I'm working on it.
Were you though?
Yes.
No, I do not believe you.
Your belief is not a factor in my decisions,
Got a hand. Go forth.
but at least I took my turn. And nothing can take that away from me.
Son of a bitch, stop going forth that much.
6s and 8s.
Yeah, it seems pretty doable.
Or do I want to find an 8? No, I want an 8.
No, you don't.
Do I want a point, or do I want? I'm gonna take 6. I'm gonna take the 1.
Seems to be pretty reasonable. I'll find that. No! My
Yes.
precious God.
Wilds.
What I need is a Yahtzee of 6s, and then I'll be okay.
Yahtzee 6s would do you well.
And out.
Like,
I feel like I'd be in a very good position, even without.
you're gonna
getting
get into the
bonus
30s at that point, right?
I will take an 8,
How dare?
and I shall advance up 5.
Hey, wait. That's not for you.
It's totally for me.
It's not.
I'm so close to getting that 50.
He is. Bummer.
Fascinating.
I am going to take 2 more 5s.
Oh
Keep
well.
your dice.
Only 3 5 left. That's.
I was not working on it. Yeah, I have been quietly just kind of sapping those away over the course of the game.
That blows. Let's wait and
I've
take
been allowing you
2 more.
I appreciate that.
ever since he yanked the last 10. Yeah, I've
Your
been
support
allowing
in this initiative is welcomed and appreciated.
No fine.
him doing that has screwed me from competing in this match.
And it hasn't done me
Makes
any
you feel
favors
any
yet.
better. I'm not doing so hot myself.
You and him are the only ones capable of pulling the bonus tokens. That was the only thing that was actually keeping me in the game, was those being open. You yanking the last of those 10s, no.
Yeah, I am.
And for
I
what's worth,
think
I also don't
very
have a
well. I think I am. I think well.
23 on the mountain,
Two
yes.
6s. Got through today without snacking at all, which is.
Good on you.
I was gonna ask how you were hungry when you work where you do.
Well, I worked at home today.
Well, why would you do that?
Saves on gas. That's not bad. 17 on Big Mountain, or
Yeah, that's
you can get to the
not
5. You'd really get to the 5. Start working on the 7s.
I'm going to take 1 5,
It's the 1. All right.
and then an 8.
I don't know that he wants to drain the 5 pile, and I've left it very slim. Look at this
Yeah.
stack of 5s I have.
I see it.
You get
It is-
15.
Yes,
It is
that is enough for me to complete the thing.
I think he's
That
trying to
clinched it.
Yeah.
Wilds, which does let you take an 18 on Big Mountain.
Maybe 17. No, it would
No,
be an 18.
18.
I could do that. 18's not the worst I could be doing.
It is on the 2nd rung.
Mm-hmm.
Hunting Nathan off of other strings to complete sets also seems reasonable. That 9 in particular is what I'm eyeing, since he only has one of those.
He also only has 1 7, 1 6, 1 5. I mean, that's most of them.
I think he's gonna have to be trusting you to get me off to get the 6s to go away.
The 6s are likely the way I've been rolling. I don't think I think I'm going to clear the 6s before I get to the 7 and the 5. I don't think I'm getting any of those points. I think these points are going to be dead.
Very probably.
I do need to take the 9, I think. Stopping Nathan where I can from points is critical. So I'm going to take a 9, and I guess I'll put 1 on 7.
Okay.
Doesn't really do anything for me, but it looks cool. Thank you. I did it.
There's 2 7s if I wanted.
Like, I could have punted you off the 8, but you already have 2 8s. So
Yeah.
what's the point?
No.
And I didn't have enough to really just windmill slam up the 5 chart again. I could have gotten halfway, but that at that point you have to ask yourself,
It's a good question.
especially when it doesn't end the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I can do better than 18 on Big Mountain.
Probably.
How much better remains to be seen.
Yeah, I'll take 2
But
7s.
I have to do what I can to slow down this whole bonus point train, because that's the only thing that's going to keep Nathan in check.
Pretty much.
Oh, I don't think he's.
I think he is.
It's
If
possible.
you get
and
a
it can be-
Yahtzee. Are you counting on the Yahtzee?
Yes. You have a problem with my counting on the Yahtzee?
I mean, viable strategy, viable.
Is it probable? No.
17 total.
But could it happen? Yes. 3 misfortunes? Bound to happen. Misfortunes?
He is taking the 17 on that.
Likely.
What a dude.
I mean, it's worth trying for.
Yeah.
We are getting close enough to the end of the game that.
Oh, yeah, I would. I just can't roll over 10.
Yeah. Kind of a problem.
Kind of like you. You got the 11. You want to take the 11? Huh? Huh? You take
No.
that 11?
I don't. I
For 3
want to
points?
take 2 5s and keep being a problem child.
Fair enough.
And your dice.
What if I don't want you to take turns? What if this is my super secret tech for making sure you don't roll your dice? You could have a 15 on Big Mountain. That's a big number. I think you could do it.
8.
I think it could go the distance. You could get a 15 on Big Mountain.
Yeah, it's only worth 6 points.
I feel like that's a lot of points.
I mean, I'm not likely to.
In today's society, where you're not likely to complete a set, you could have the equivalent of the baby of these bonus tokens by going to
I'm
Big
going
Mountain.
to take an 8 and a 7.
Fair enough.
Or you could be a putz and take 2 points like a schmuck. 2 is a smaller number than 6. I don't know if you do that, but that makes you lose harder.
I mean, losing is losing.
No, you can lose so hard that the will to live just evaporates from your body. I believe it to do this.
No, but he did roll high. 19. Jesus.
It is a big number. That might clinch it.
That is kind of shitty. You know, like that's
your fault.
3 of the top 4. I didn't roll that.
That's the problem.
And my 15 wouldn't have stopped him from rolling a 19.
Well, why didn't you roll a 19?
I forgot.
You know what?
Because he was too focused on trying to wipe out the 10s and lock out the bonus points.
He wiped out the 5s.
I did not wipe out the 5s. I left exactly enough for each person to have 1.
Oh, wait. I miscounted.
Everybody could have had 1 5 under my regime. I am a benevolent king poop.
King of the poops. Gonna do, yo.
Okay, yeah, there actually isn't a whole lot to do other than take a place on Big Mountain.
I was gonna say,
As I say, that's
I
the
would have
obviously
windmill
correct
slammed
play.
Big Mountain. I don't
It's
know
the-
why what was taking so long there, but
It's the obviously correct thing to do, but also
No,
I
we're
kind
baby
of want,
seals.
kind of want that 12.
you want the 9?
No, we're baby seals. Club us to death.
Oh
Like
no,
the
you got a
baby
19, sir.
Yeah,
Can
move
I-
that up another. There you go.
Like one of
It's
these
far
guys
worse.
At some point.
No.
Mm.
13?
Mm.
Mm.
Um,
Mm.
13 does not score.
No, wait, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it's higher than 12.
Yeah, and that still makes it 6th.
Yes, it does. We do need 15 or higher.
I know that. That's why I'm not going there, God.
Do it anyway.
You're so infuriating.
Power move.
I'm kicking you off of this because of my raid.
I didn't want it
And
anyway.
I'm advancing on the king poop position.
Uh-oh. King poop position is dangerous. All right, I got 2 5s. 2 5s.
You think you can compete with me to be king poop?
King poop.
Do you have what it takes? I don't think you
I
do.
don't think I do either. I think you're gonna rock
I
2
think
5s.
I'm gonna rock 2 5s and take away your precious set bonus and laugh all the way to the bank. And there's nothing you can do about it.
Wild.
The audacity of this man thinking he could be king poop.
I'm going to take all of Braden's 5s.
I accept this premise. Means Callahan gets none of them. Excellent. All according to K-Talk.
I mean, I've still got a 24 in me. I just been holding out.
Yeah, it's not before me.
Keep smoking whatever it is you're smoking.
Very low. It's very low.
Yes.
And that cleared out the second row. So, yeah. Yeah, we're very close to the end.
I am going to take this 9. It looks pretty.
Fair
Oh,
enough.
and I didn't take an 8 when I made it to the top.
I don't know about that. I think you did. And just ate it.
Man,
You are a goat.
I will eat anything. True.
Uh-huh. That is not higher than 15. Okay. I could end the game.
Mm.
No, I couldn't. I will take 2 sevens though.
The game is approaching the end.
There are very few moves that we can do that won't end it.
Yeah. We are almost.
I just need this 24 so that I can punt Nathan's point total down a little. I might be able to fight him if I get a 24.
Would be very amusing.
I probably won't succeed, but I'll feel like I tried. I'm also accepting bids for 21 and 22.
Yes, I would also take a 20. No, I'll take a 20 at this point.
Oh, sorry, I meant 20 and 21. I forgot I'm already on 22.
Yeah, my heart bleeds for you.
It's hard to be me.
13. Well, you can't take any more 5s.
I almost took him off of the 5s just to send a message, but
I'm start coming up this 6.
He is going for endgame, and you should.
you should.
You have the most points at this point. Locking it down is
there's no
is
reason
the way
not
to go.
to.
Also low.
That is just heinous.
We are not doing.
I'd say you
well
could
on
take a
big mountain.
13, but PJ decided you don't get low numbers.
PJ has decided he wants that mountain come hell or high water, and I'm inclined to let him have it. So I'm going to take this 9, and I'm going to fuck off into the sunset.
And be happy.
I've been locked out of
Here
pretty
we
much
go.
all of the points
Can I big mountain
after losing all the sins. So
and
there's
it's a
no
17.
fucking point in even
17's
trying to
already
get
taken?
anything else.
17 is already taken.
Is
By
15
Nathan.
taken? Ooh,
You
I could
could.
take a 15.
You could take a
1, 2,
15.
3. 1, 2, 3,
It
4,
will
5.
get you
That would be 6. Tough call.
But
Tough call.
you could squander a goat anyway.
I could.
It's worked wonders for PJ.
I could.
He's going to have so many spots in the audience for the medal ceremony on Big Mountain.
Rub it in.
You could also
Or
just take
I could take a
6
7 and a 6.
In fairness,
I'm gonna take
I have a solo goat on Big Mountain who no one has come to see.
last round. Gotta get higher than that.
Also, I'm pretty sure he's building that audience so he can mug us and steal our medal.
Nope. That's it for me. I pass.
I mean, honestly, I'd respect it.
Ah. We got time for a third game.
We do, and should play a third game.
You know what? I can move up the 6s twice, so I'm just gonna move up the 6s twice just to push you off.
Can't do it. We share.
Fuck you. It's my poop mountain now.
Poop Mountain.
That's a 17, but it's taken. So, I believe what I shall do is I shall take 2
8
points.
and 9?
Yeah, because I can.
That is the best play.
As
Okay.
long as I beat Callahan,
Oh, pretty definitively, yes. So,
that's my goal. Before Nathan just
Second
walks up
place.
behind me and beats me.
it goes to Braden for that, and then you get these 3,
Gross.
and then he gets that. Score. I came in last.
No, you.
You did not. I don't think. So you are in a similarly bad position.
I got 19, so I did better than Braden's first round.
You have 19, you said?
19.
Yeah, that's notably better than my first round.
55.
Jesus.
Hot. Hot take.
I'm not surprised, but Jesus fucking.
Yeah, right. God damn.
Yeah, that fucking 23 roll right off the bat was ridiculous.
Well, I'm gonna take.
It was also
28,
funny when he followed it up with 1. Right?
so that I at least
Immediate.
have a
That's what's
Callahan to
clipping.
bludgeon.
I had 12, so
You got
I
a what?
beat your low score from the previous game.
God damn it! I lost by triples rules. You
Well,
asshole! That was the only medal I had.
Tell him to stop being
Don't
him.
be a dick. Don't be a dick.
I can't not be a dick. I tried once. Didn't work out.
How dare you steal the triples award from me, sir? I worked hard to get that. It isn't. Do you know how hard I trained to suck that badly in the first game?
Was it not at all?
Exactly. You have to put forth
No effort.
so little effort and so much time.
And it would have all paid off, except now you're not even the guy with the low score. You're just some dude who sucks.
I'm just some suck in the wasteland. I'm not even King Poop. Because I got punted off my mountain.
Yeah, that's my mountain now.
Nothing.
And we are ready to go.
I'm so disillusioned.
Oh, yeah.
I need my goat army back.
Goat armies.
Oh, yeah, they are all just lined up there.
Like I was
All
saying.
of them.
All right.
Chonk it.
We're going to chunk it. Callahan is not to go first.
I feel
37.
a 17 or lower coming out. For me.
That's a 91.
That's pretty good.
I can work with that. Going second is not bad.
80.
That's a show.
Not higher than 91.
Okay.
It was an 88. But
That is also a show. So I phoned it in.
all right.
I'm trying hard to get
Second.
back my tribbles back.
Tribsels.
I need it.
No 23 opener?
Nope.
You decided to ease up on us poor
I guess
schlubs?
he didn't
No.
open for 23. That was like the second or third roll.
I
You
mean,
know what I'm going to do with Callahan opening? 10 and 5.
it's a good open.
I do like it. I like to lock down the 10 right away because it always seems like later on in the game I just can't fucking get them.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's a pair of nines off the cuff. I think I'll do that. I think
Yeah.
that seems good.
I like 9s.
Fair enough.
I'm going to take a 9 right away. And then I'm going to grab
Oh.
my...
I done splattered the 10.
Good job.
I was getting the dice. I was
Oh,
getting up
cocked.
with everything.
Cocked.
Yep.
Well, thank God.
Roll a 2.
I mean, that would
I
have been
rolled-
that would have been a third one
Well,
for you.
I guess it
so
would have been 2 wilds. Sure. Let's see. Double 7s seems like a good fit. Yeah, I'll take double 7s. I'm gonna go low this time. See if that works out.
It doesn't.
Oh, good call.
I've
know, it's good to know.
been there, done that, doesn't work.
I did want to move 2 goats.
I understand the need to move 2 words.
Take an 8. And a 5. Thank you.
Once a poop, always a poop. That's a 5 and a 10. That's kind of hot, actually.
Where's the 5 and 10? Oh yeah, it is.
It's a 5 and a 10.
It is 5 and 10.
we were just commenting on how shit your math is for somebody with a fucking doctorate in
That was a conversation during the pre-show.
You guys don't know.
we do.
know.
I apparently made your exact argument about why it's not necessary.
It's true.
I get
I
it.
got calculators.
I think you're wrong, but I get it.
As long as I write everything down, you can correct the math problem later.
Yeah, we have to get scope on.
Oh, I forgot to take a second.
So the viewers can see what's on the board.
We have to get scope on.
So the viewers can see what's on the board.
They could see just
That's a
fine.
lot of ones.
That's
That is a lot of ones.
Taking 19 on Big Mountain.
It isn't the worst choice, actually. It is actually good for points.
A little early though.
It is a little...
There's likely to be higher ones that replace it. If it was like a 24, I could,
Well, it's good for probably at least 3.
Taking 7 and a 10.
Odds favor it being good for at least.
Well, yeah.
I don't know.
you get a
Early in the
64
game,
2
I
1.
want to clinch one of the first 2 spots. 10 and a 5.
How about 10 and a 7?
Solid. And Mr. Go, good to have you back.
Nice.
Thank you.
It's
Look, I'm a schmuck. I acknowledge I'm a schmuck.
Hell, man.
night, I guess.
Look, I spent
Ooh. Oh, you got the 1.
two
There's always
and
the
a
one.
half solid days working on the same computer, my short-term memory is limited to, okay, what's that piece of code I need to put in again?
Yeah, fair.
That's a lot of sixes.
A new king poop has arrived.
Sure fucking has. 553 2. Just take all those fives.
Seems popular. Seems like a popular move.
Indeed. For good reason.
Hmm.
Indeed.
5 and an 8, who thinks? Move me up on the
You're not on the 5.
I am on the 5.
Oh, right, green.
And I remembered my dice, so yeah.
Congratulations, he finally remembered his dice the first time.
There's only
Yeah.
nines and sevens.
Yep.
Or do I want a 6?
You want nothing and like it. You want to pass your turn.
I'll take the 7. I'll take the 7.
You want to not move goats. You want an 11 on Big Mountain.
I mean,
Follow me for more mountain goats tips.
Honestly, on that first game we played, and 11 on Big Mountain.
it would have been worth the 6 points.
Yeah.
This game, it looks like I'm going board savvy. I'm not getting any high rolls, which is fine. Of course, I just need 1 before the rest of you get it.
I got nothing like.
Ah, now never mind. 19.
I mean, he's turned his nose up at a 19 already. So.
True. You guys have a 10 already. There's a 9. 7, 6, 6.
Denominator.
7, 6, 6.
Yeah, I'm gonna do 766.
I don't like that.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Don't lie to me.
But
Why do you lie?
I-
Oh God, that's
Flat
not
out.
fine at all.
Oh, that's very not fine.
That is the least
You.
fine.
3321 for those of us joining in at home.
You
That's a
can get
total of
a
9.
9.
I will take my 9 in shame.
Oh wow,
And
that's
mine was
awesome.
much better. All right, let's.
It was better than a 9.
We're gonna do 2 5s, I think. Or I could do a 10.
You could do a 10.
The way this has been going, I'm gonna do a 10.
Alright.
Yeah, join me in the suck squads. Spending all your dice on one number.
It got. I am runner up for the top 3, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will. Position is a thing, right? If I can lock them down and the dice don't just dry up on me,
I feel like they could.
they very well can and have.
I believe
on
in your
many
ability
occasions.
to roll 3 2s and a 1 consecutively for many turns.
It. I second that motion.
Because if you're gonna throw 4 dice at a number, it should be 7.
8.
Gross.
Oh.
Oh,
Did I roll one?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's a 6.
Yeah. So that
I'll put
is 9.
Well,
As I say, I felt it slip.
I'm not gonna turn my nose up at a 19.
Oh, wait.
I'm not too good for that.
I don't know. What I rolled. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You knew what you got.
It was 6 6 6 1.
These are yours.
I'm not too good for it.
Oh, wild. Okay, wild. Let's see. So I can take.
I've seen how many times 19 has come up this game. I'm comfortable picking out a middle class homestead on Big Mountain.
Yeah, fair.
It's not the nicest grass, but you get plenty of sun each day.
And I mean, sometimes you'll get those nice woody weeds that floss your teeth while you eat them.
Take
Yeah,
a
in summer season.
6 and an 8.
Once they've gotten all big and gangly, then it's time to go see your local dentist.
Yup.
Goat dentist.
Yeah, which
Dentist.
is just the weird weeds. The weird weeds are my dentist.
Seven and 5.
Hey, rude.
But funny.
Stand on a mountain.
You should do that. I hear that's good for you.
6531.
So
It's better than you got before.
That sounds like 10 and a 5 talk.
It is 10 and a 5.
I think that's 10 and a 5 talk.
Good talk.
Good talk.
Great talk.
it is tough.
And I remember my dice. Again. Twice in one game.
Congratulations.
Can I
Two in
get
one
the
go.
3-peat?
Oh, 18. Yeah, it's too low. All right, but it is a 10.
Too low. That's 12 points, my dude.
It's not, though.
You're
People
a
are
scrub.
definitely going to roll higher.
No, they're not.
So I'm
What he has
taking
so far.
You don't know
taking
that.
the 10.
What a scrub. Fine. They need that 10 to do it.
And I'm taking. Do I want another 8 or do I want 6? I'll take the 8.
It's too good for Big Mountain with his 18.
I want at least 20.
Just because
This
you're
is a really-
downwind from my middle class homestead.
This early in the game, I want at least 20.
You'll get nothing and like it.
It could be that. I could very well get nothing higher than a 12 for the rest of the game.
You're being greedy. Everyone's being greedy with Big Mountain. They're like, can't gotta
no.
go 20 or more. There's not a 2 in front of it. I don't want it. And I'm
Yeah, if
over
you'll
here-
note, when I won that first match of this, I had a 20, I think it was a 22, a 21, a 19, and there was basically fuck all you guys could do. I took 3 out of the 5 spots
Yeah.
because people were trying to be greedy and go for the 23s and 24s.
Now everybody's too busy
Well, they were
being a big shot.
locked. Once they're locked, they're locked. I didn't want that anyway.
Good, because you're not getting it.
Indeed.
I noticed. Dice. Right. You're allowed to forget at this one. Wild.
Everybody gets 1 except for Braid, who gets 18.
I'm gonna take 2 5s and be angry about it.
Could have 15.
No, I couldn't. That was a 10. I couldn't go to Big Mountain. That was 2 4s and 2 1s.
Right. One of them's wild.
Yeah, 15's still not worth it. I'd rather take my 2 5s than just be.
Can you just talk about being greedy?
Ooh, wild. Oh.
Yeah,
2 2s and 2 1s. You'll suck and you like it.
That's a pretty
You'll
So-
suck and you'll like it.
A 5 and something else. Do I want 2 5s? I think I'll take a 5 and a 6. You know what? Let's rock this.
Fine, I didn't want to be King Poop anyway. You can be King.
You can lie to us, but you can never lie to yourself.
You're right, I can't. I really wanted to be King Poop. Very sad. My reign was short. Memorable.
And the smell still lingers.
7 and a 6.
That's what I said, memorable.
I'm losing. Wow, you are so close to victory. He just needs a 9 already.
If I get 2 9s, a 10, and an 8, I'll get the top 2. That's all I need.
This is just the hottest of trash.
Really is.
I gotta stop doing this. I'll move up an 8. I think I move up an 8. I think that's the best thing I can do for myself right now. I hate it.
Oh, hi, Sinneth. Welcome in.
Welcome in, sinners.
Okay.
The dice are hating us. It's going great.
They're going great for you.
They are going great for me.
Like, the dice have been super nice to you and super hurtful to everyone else.
I could take
That's
2.
not-
I don't know if it would say super hurtful to everyone else.
They've been pretty mean to most people who aren't me, although they have been fairly nice to Kelly.
They've been nicer to you two than they have me and Braid.
Oh yeah, they're fucking
Yeah.
you two over. There's no.
They are giving you two just enough leeway to fuck with the rest of us.
You draw the two of you draw down the how nice the dice are.
Right.
curve.
PJ and I are the two brain cells fighting for fifth in this game.
It's not even our fault.
It's not. There's
really
nothing
not.
we can do about it. But it is what it is.
Yes. It is wonderful.
Either you wipe it out or I do.
It's okay, very dumb.
Depends on what I roll.
Their eyes are surprisingly.
At this point, I'm going scorched earth. I'm going to go for wiping shit out because I don't care. My dice have been screwing me. This last two matches they've been screwing me horribly.
That's 13.
But at least you're king poop, and no one can take that away from you for now.
The 6 is a lovely shade of brown.
It's
It is.
wonderful here.
And you're already king poop on 5.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I'll take a 20.
All right. Fair enough. Jesus.
I'm not too good to
I-
take a 20.
That's a 21. Get off of it. Stupid goat.
No, it's 6, 6, 5, and 3. That's a 20.
Yeah, but you were putting it on 21.
That number has been coming up. Goddamn lot.
It has.
That combination has been coming up.
I am not a foolish man. I have seen the power of this number too many times tonight to just let it sit idly by.
Guess I'll take 6 and a 5.
I know what my life is about at this stage. And it is about
Dice.
It's
claiming
about 27 free points.
it is about claiming the middle section of Big Mountain and saying it's the high section.
If nobody gets above you, it is the high section.
I know, it's great.
Yes, take it a 10.
Have you?
Good choice. He's the king of a lot of mountains. He is a dedicated king, raising the lands of his enemies, pooping on them to claim them as his own.
Take a 9.
No, my lands.
And a 7? Or an 8? No, 8. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
wrong. I'm just wrong. That's
Okay. Yeah.
That's
Well,
how you explain
was
it.
worried I had done math back.
there you go.
Yeah,
You got a
don't
full set.
listen to that man.
Don't forget your set.
Oh, I did get a set. Wonderful.
Don't listen to that man. He knows not what he says. Oh god.
I know that doesn't
Oh,
get,
wow, that's
get you on Big Mountain.
bad.
You are correct. That in fact does not get me on Big Mountain. But you know what it does do?
Won't even get you 10.
It hunts Nathan off of this 8.
There, that is fun.
I mean, he's already got his 2 8s.
Stop telling him. You're ruining his fun.
I-
I want him to think he's
look,
hurting me.
I have to take what little joy I can out of these trash cans the dice are handing me.
We have been getting kicked in the dick this entire night.
I know.
Take a 9 and a 5.
We need to not use these dice again. I honestly think I would have been doing better with the stock dice. No, I didn't say that.
Would you like to know a secret?
What?
All 3 of you are using dice from the Shane bag.
They're loaded.
You needed to tell me that
But it was so
before you start this
to
shit.
reveal it.
At the,
I will know these are not from the Shane bag, and
They're
I'm still
round.
sucking hind tit.
Because you tried to pass that curse off onto us, and Shane's just like,
Anytime you get a
nope.
dice stick at the
Everyone
They
suffers.
feel lonely, like someone you brought to a party and then abandoned in a corner with a bunch of fucking weirdos.
To borrow the Callahan expression.
Oh,
Uh-huh. 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 Uh-huh.
Like, I tried to give myself the not Shane dice advantage, and instead I am rolling along in the gutter.
We didn't
Well,
have the
unfortunately,
weapons.
I'm not going to stop numbnuts over
we
here
had
from
black.
grabbing the second bonus, so no. Grab that. So I'm just going to turn that into another 7.
Makes sense to me.
fair enough.
Because I am being absolutely, utterly spiteful at this point.
I can
And now
respect
I'm
that.
just burning, I'm burning shit out.
I like spite.
Because game's over at this point.
I like spite.
You have choices.
Yeah, they're not particularly great.
I didn't say they're good choices.
They are choices for sure.
I know what I'd do.
Is it suck and die?
Oh, actually, that wouldn't be any good. Never mind. I don't know what I did.
It was! I was right!
You know what? I am going to take a 6.
Oh, now you're good enough.
Ooh.
I see.
Bold
I got other
choice.
shit. I got other shit done. At this
I
point,
think
I
that was
mostly
high.
just have to.
Oh no! You always gotta roll the 1, Braden.
Yeah, but
17.
17 is still bigger than 16.
Yep. Fucking rude.
Get dunked.
I would have done the same.
I know you would.
All right, there's my 5.
I know where my bread is buttered, and it's not on set.
And,
Every time I try for a set, the dice are like, that's cute. You can have 4 as a treat.
and then
That's what they were telling me that entire time because I was trying to get 10s and the dice was like, nope, we're gonna let Callahan take it all.
He's going to have all.
all the 10s.
Fuck off.
I respect the choice. No notes.
Fuck off my mountain.
That mountain's been picked clean. I didn't even like that stink mountain. The 5s are where that's at.
You'll be punted off there.
You're
soon
jealous.
enough. I am.
Jealous.
I totally am.
Uh-oh. He's coming for me.
He might be.
No, he is. He is.
Oh, yeah. Nah, he might just be threatening you for fun.
No. Well, it could be both.
Yeah, 15 is not really what I'm looking for here, but it would lock up another spot if I really wanted it. Or
Start fucking with people.
I could do lots of things. I'm a very talented individual.
I believe in you.
But 15, there aren't a lot of numbers left that would reasonably roll and disqualify me off of 15. But I could end up disqualifying myself later.
It is true.
So, how responsible am I being?
You also want to look at the odds of disqualifying yourself later.
Yeah, that's what I don't care what everybody else does. I'm worried about rolling an 18 and disqualifying myself later. Okay. Well, if I don't do that, I have to go be responsible somewhere else because that's the rules. So if I take a 7 and an 8, that counts as being responsible somewhere else.
Yeah.
It does.
Because it gives me a point and it puts me a little closer to a number I don't have. Even though I think my odds of completing a set are piss poor because I just have not had an opportunity to climb 6s.
You cannot complete a set.
Oh,
6s
You
are
cannot.
gone.
6s are gone.
ate so many 6s.
then I guess I'm just going to be happy with my 7s and 8s to lock up points.
I was trying to chew him out of 6s.
I don't blame you.
Totally petty move on my part.
I would.
Freely admit that.
I saw it.
I mean, I'm fine
You
with it.
made me skip a 2 goat round in order to take a 6.
7s and 8s still roll reasonably well enough to just kind of feed me ancillary points for the last few turns. Like, I don't feel bad about where I'm at. 1 point is better than no points.
There's still 1 left. Oh,
There's not
you need
fucking
that.
gonna be.
right.
Yeah.
I see what your problem is. You need both the 9 and the 10.
If I do roll 20, this is the time for it.
What do you think?
Yeah, I know. I can get that, and then all I need is a 9.
You didn't.
That is not a 20.
Distinctly not.
That's
It's
a
not,
pair of
it's neither
7s.
a 20 or a 9.
That's a pair of 7s or a 6 and an 8. Or an 8 and a 6 or a pair of 7s.
Lots of things.
It's actually really bad for what the board is.
It is, in fact, kind of fucking horrible.
At the beginning of the game, that would have been an awesome roll. Now, not so much.
Yeah, not so much. It's been picked a little dry for rolling middle of the road. You want high? You want high at this point. You want all high. All
Yeah.
high numbers.
Yeah.
Maybe one
I do.
low number to get the 9. You know.
Well, I'll at least try for it.
No right reason not. Oh.
All right. 2 4s, a 3, and a 2. 13 total. Take it. Take that 13. Lock it up.
No.
Fine.
And I like PJ being on that 7, so I think what we do is I take this 8. Do I care about that 5? No. No, I don't. I will take my 1 point.
Well, there's a 10.
I am being a good neighborino to my fellow gold.
Take 10.
Enough.
Yikes.
Gross. I like it.
I also like it.
What? That I wasn't able to do anything?
No,
I'm in no competition right now.
No, I like that you're taking the 7. It's good for me, so I'm fine with that.
Also,
This wasn't even enough to get on the big mountain in the first place, and I'm not competitive even if I
takes
was.
12 on Big Mountain.
Take a 9.
3 points.
Yeah, pretty much. But I was there for it.
I get it. Jesus.
Gross. It's a 10. No, it's not. It's a 9. Can't get on Big Mountain.
Take an 8.
I'll take that 8, though.
All right. I need super high or super low.
How about-
17,
Pretty high.
Need 18.
18.
18 is actually what I
Worth
was hoping to
taking.
see. Damn. Actually, that's good for me anyway.
Oh, well, let's see. So I get a 9 either way, but I guess I could, in theory, still get the other 9. So I'll take the 18.
Yeah, I think that's the play.
I did want a 21. Not gonna lie.
I mean, I wanted the 18.
I think everybody kind of wants a 21 right now.
Just do
The
that.
21 would do.
Do that little swing move where you kick somebody in the teeth as you as they come on by. That's you.
That would be you.
That is me.
Taking another 9.
Pretty sure I'm giving it to Nathan for
Now you're just
beating
running
me.
out. Now you're just running out the clock.
Giving it to Nathan. for
I
beating me.
am literally running out the clock.
That's very low, Braden.
But it does what I needed it to do.
It's a 9. Did it end the game?
It's an 8. Which ends the game.
I get one more round.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. I wasn't first.
Oh, right. You
I
were.
started. They
He
both
They,
started.
they both get one more. That's fine.
All right.
Fine.
I can still speak
It
in here.
was still.
I need really high or really low. Here we go.
You'll get
Low
nothing.
it is. Whoop.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh wait, did I get anything else? I got 2 5s.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's not in my interest to let Nathan keep doing whatever he's doing.
I mean, what I'm doing
Nice.
is
Come on,
exactly
Brayden.
what you
We
would
should
do.
have.
Total
Trying to
years
equal
apart
it.
from it. Oh. Well, you get the 7. There you go. Yeah.
We're just gonna clean house.
Pretty fucking much.
Or wait, could you get on Big Mountain?
No.
No,
9,
not with
10,
that.
11, 12. No, wait. That was.
It
It
was
literally
less
would
than
not have been worth it.
Yeah.
It was less than 16.
Well, it was 16, which is taken.
Yeah.
Right. There's this
If
window
you don't-
right in the middle.
If you don't roll a 21 or up, you should not be looking at Big Mountain.
Right. I came out better than I thought. So the top 2 Big Mountain spots go to Braden. I get that one, and then Braden
Braden,
gets
then
another
me.
one,
Like that.
and you get a bonus 3.
Okay.
That 18 at the end really saved my ass. Actually, the 18 at the and then picking up the extra 5. So
Okay, I did a lot better than I fucking thought I did. I've got 30.
You got 3. Actually, beat Nathan. That would be nice.
I think you definitely will beat me. You got 10, 20.
I've got
No,
33 just out of Big Mountain.
Yes,
so
no.
I ended up with 43.
43 for you. I don't think I can.
I think I took this one.
9:30.
It is. That's actually perfectly on time.
Is it on time?
Yeah, pretty much.
You took it, but it was not by much.
No. Oh, there it is.
What you got, BJ?
Below 20.
Did you set a new low record?
No.
No.
Fair
His stacks are too high. I can see.
Very well.
I got a 17.
enough. Okay, that's actually respectable.
Under the
No,
circumstances?
it's not.
Yes.
In comparison to our other two low scores, yes, it is.
It is barely enough to be noteworthy compared to the other two scores.
It's a bronze triples medal. You shut up.
Two of the three
Bronze triple
two of
medal
the three scores that
That's
were
still
below
a triple.
20 were from me.
Right, it's like an
From-
extra all
from me.
triples award.
Yeah. The
Right.
dice genuinely
Look, I'm
fucking
I'm
hate it.
happier with that. I actually put in a show.
My dice hated me, and yours all hated me more.
Yeah, if you hadn't gotten that 18,
I got hosed.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was exactly. That was the swing point right there. That was it. Big Mountain does make the game more interesting.
Yes. Big Mountain made a huge fucking difference.
I do like the base game without the expansion, just to be clear, but Big Mountain does make it more interesting because in the base game, if your numbers are suck and you're not getting those, you're basically done. Big Mountain at least gives you another strategy to employ.
Yeah.
So, before
No,
we
it does
lose-
not, because if your dice are sucking that bad
You
that you're not
can't
getting
suck
those,
at
you're
both.
not going to.
We
you're
have
not
learned that you can't suck at both.
Oh, but you can.
Do you see the board? Do you see what happened?
I'm saying you can't suck at both and win. You gotta pick one. That's what I'm saying.
Anyhow,
That is pretty accurate.
I
and
did.
you wrote triples the next
It
one.
did not work.
Oh, Braden gave it out to the Nathan.
Nathan has handed us so many beatings tonight that even though you won this game, we all know Nathan's the problem.
This is distinctly
He won
insufficient to repay my fucking carbon debt. Yes, I did.
I took a first, second, and a third. I'm still happy with that.
Look, I took a second, a third, and a fourth, and I'm happy that I at least got it.
I took a third, a fourth, and a fourth. So, yeah, it is quite possible to aim for both and suck at
Look
both
at him go.
and lose.
Get that butt down. Lower.
I mean, it's functional, but
Or
where's
higher.
the heart?
I would also accept like 15 headbang thrashes from Nathan. Like full on circles going in.
I will not do that because that will give me a heinous headache.
That's
That will
why
make
I
me
would
prefer
accept
to
it.
Slam my brains.
Feel the burn! So few of us have the hair for it. Just saying.
You're not wrong.
I regret nothing.
I do not blame you for it. It was deserved.
That said, I still enjoy this game very much, but if the dice decide they hate you, there's very little you can do.
You can basically do what PJ did and eat the sixes and just not do anything else.
I mean, in fairness, that
And even then, I didn't accomplish it because the other people still went up and grabbed some. So the bonus points still got out because I wasn't rolling high enough to eat all the tens.
The one person you managed to fuck over with that was actually Brayden.
Yeah, which in the
in
end didn't
fairness,
fucking matter.
it wasn't going to matter because I couldn't roll well enough to climb the sixth track at anything resembling a reasonable pace. Because all of my numbers kept landing on, well, you can either have this 9, or you can have a 5, or you can have any number between them.
Yeah.
You can't have 2 goats. You are forbidden from moving 2 goats. And I'm like, fine, I'm going to take all these 8s, and this is my home now, and I'm going to enjoy the middle of the mountain forever.
And what sucks even more is, yeah, you can play this with cutthroat people, but if your dice are not playing cooperative, you're just going to get your throat slit, and there's not going to be a damn thing you can do about it.
Yeah, luck is still a pretty substantial
I mean,
element of
in
the
that
game.
in that second game we played, or was it the third? I don't know. When I cleared out those 10s,
That was the second game.
That was the
that
second
was,
game.
That was pretty harsh. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean,
I went for the jugular on that one.
it was a smart play. Like, there wasn't anything I could do about it.
Yeah, not really.
Well, I did it to PJ.
You did it to me, too.
And I wasn't even a threat at that point
No.
No,
because I was.
That was my losey
Yeah,
losey.
have you met this man? He will burn it all to the ground. because
Even if
he
it's
can.
not the person that.
Especially
Even
if
if it's not the person that's a direct threat to him. Like at that match, it was again, it was between him and Nate, and it did nothing.
Entertaining. For me.
There it is.
Yeah,
There it is.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who's getting
Look.
caught. He's burning it all to the ground.
I understand.
I might tie him up when we drive to
If I'm not first-
Indianapolis. I might tie him up and throw him in the
If I'm
box.
not
I
first,
think you
I
should
might
do
as well
that.
be
He will
a
discover
little
some wonderful,
person,
terrible
you know.
things about himself.
Yeah, I know what you're about.
Unless I'm playing with my kids, I go a little gentle.
Yeah.
Well, they're children. They're your children, but they're
doesn't
children.
I don't know.
They're children, and
We're using a loose term here. You're animals. Animals. Primates at best.
No, don't. We're not shifting the conversation back to you.
never give me Shane dice
I gave everybody Shane dice.
fucking telling me. No, you gave the three of us Shane dice. You took some of your own.
Yeah, and how'd that work out for me?
It was comeuppance for you for not telling us ahead of time and or not taking Shane dice yourself.
In
You
fairness, I
gotta
didn't
play
take
with an
Shane dice
even playing
because
field.
He didn't have a reasonable shade of green.
This is true. The shades of green that were in there were not.
It's not green.
That is,
It
was turquoise,
Oh, okay.
and it was the pale kind of turquoise where it was still kind of soft.
blue. There was snot green in there,
It was
and then there were
yellow
slightly
green, mellow
transparent.
yellow color.
I don't quite put Shane on the level of Will Wheaton dice luck, but he's goddamn close.
Look, I put these dice into proximity with 12 others that Shane touched, and they became cursed too. I was suffering.
I think that was just the karma. It was just like, okay, bet
Well, no,
you're gonna use your, you're gonna use your
dice
dice.
always love me.
And in fairness, Nathan watched me do it and said it was fun.
Yeah.
It wasn't a secret.
You know that part of the karma you tried to pay back with push-ups?
Oh, I wasn't trying.
It's
to-
fucking gone again.
No.
Nope, it's gone.
I'm going for a new low score. I want to win by Tribble's rules in Karma. It's gonna be great.
Karma.
They're going to send me to the lowest hell so fast that I punch through the ground and end up in heaven.
Karma.
I'm pretty sure that
This might just become a face punching match between me and see how many black eyes can give Nate
if
in the next match we play.
Fallout has taught me anything, that's not how it works. You can just hit the bottom.
Oh look, somebody doesn't know how to no clip. Yeah,
He's gonna hit rock bottom, and one of us is
the fucking values there, man.
He's gonna try and hit rock bottom, drag the rest of us down with him, and then he's gonna like, oh look, a pickaxe, and he's just gonna keep digging right through the fucking bedrock.
Your ideas are intriguing to me, and I wish to subscribe to your newsletter.
Well.
It's just me.
So
You
it
bathe them
is.
in moonlight to purify them with the shame.
Maybe,
That might work.
A blood moon.
No,
possibly.
no.
No, we could do it with a super moon or a blue moon.
I know.
We'd have to do it at a blue moon, and we'd have to get
I know
we'd have
Wickens,
to
we
get
can do
Katie.
this.
Yeah, we'd have to get Katie to help. She could probably uncurse this
Katie and
shit.
Lex would totally help us purge our dice of shame.
Yeah.
They'd totally do it.
Chat, that's why I keep my dice far away from anything of Shane's over here, especially his dice.
His dice
Okay,
do
then-
tend to pollute
I don't know
everything.
what the hell he's done to wrong whatever dark god or dark evil metamorphical force.
You know what he's
that
done.
Will
He
Wheaton has done.
survived all the bullshit.
That's probably why. It's like, oh,
It's gotta all get.
we've
paid
tried. It's like,
somewhere.
he's like at 56-0 right now. What else you got? We can make his dice luck terrible for anything that's not a D12. We'll do that because there's like no games that use D12s.
You've reminded me of a conversation I had with him.
That's all we
where
got.
it came up that he was toyed with by the Fates, and he was the favorite plaything of the Fates. And my response to him was, "But that means you're the favorite." And he did not see the humor in that as I did.
I can't blame him. I'm surprised you was still standing after you
I
said
was
that.
trying to find a silver lining. There weren't very many.
Yeah, no.
Come on, man. Even I'm not that mean.
It
Fuck.
wasn't said out of meanness, though. I was trying legitimately to be helpful. It just didn't work out.
You heard that differently in your mind.
I did. It sounded so much better in my mind.
But
before
once
I
you
did.
said it, you were like, oh shit. That's foot in mouth moment.
But he's the favorite.
That's
It
not a
sounds
good
great
thing.
when you say it in a vacuum. It sounds great.
You didn't say it in a vacuum, though.
No.
In fairness, I'm pretty sure some part of my mind that thought that was a good idea was a vacuum.
You had one brain cell fighting the other four emptiness for last place on that one, and it got its ass beat.
I'm happy with my records for these games.
Yeah. I'm just happy that I
Either that or this was karmic comeuppance for me for the first ass beating I handed them to them the first
That
time I
could
sat
be
down and
because
played this
that-
Well,
game.
no, it's oath breaking punishment. You swore that you would never play this again after you won.
you said you were
handily
going to
the
be
first
retired
time.
champion.
But see, the dumb
And then
thing
you
was
broke
they
the
made
oath,
me play a
so it's
second
gone.
match that game, and I didn't win the second one. So I had automatically broken it right there.
Well, yeah. Yeah, you had to get extra karmic payback. You just only got one session in the first time, so it only got the fucking.
No, we got 2 matches in the first time I played it. Yeah, I won the first one by a fucking country mile. Locked in
Yeah,
mostly
it was
by
a Nathan caliber beating.
it was
Fair.
it was a Nathan caliber beating, and the other ones weren't even close. I think that match I won by more than 20 points. That's how many spaces on Big Mountain I had locked up. It was a massacre.
Yeah, he had 4. He had the top 4. It was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it. That will do
I'm
it.
pretty sure I took
And
that
a set,
fifth one.
I think.
He had a set.
I had first place, second place, fourth and fifth.
Jeez.
I had locked out almost all of Big Mountain from 22 on down, and nobody rolled higher than 22.
It was
Yeah.
so bad.
22, 21, 19, and 18 is I think is what I had.
But I still enjoy this game. Like, of the 3 games that came out in this package,
I don't think we've ever played GPS more than once.
it's because GPS was bad.
It's basically brand new. I'm gonna try to sell it to Jen.
We tried it. GPS has basically no strategic value.
So
And
Not
well,
compared to the other.
So what you're saying is they made a banger with goats. They got a pretty good one with lure, and then
No,
The
Lure
word
was
just-
separate. Sequoia was the
It
third
was
one.
Sequoia. And I
Ah.
still play Sequoia with my
Sequoia
kid.
is still fun.
Yeah.
I thought
Like,
you,
Sequoia is not.
Although I am yet to roll a Sequoia.
I have not played Sequoia ever. I don't even know what it is.
You have a ring, a clock, basically, and you're rolling 4 dice. You have to put them, or you're rolling 5 dice. You have to throw one away and make two pairs of 2 in secret, and then you place some tokens out until everybody has the same number of tokens, and you place them out. And if you have more of your trees on a clock face than somebody else, you get the bigger number of points. And if you have the second most, you get a second number of points. And if you have the third most, you get shit. You get nothing, and you like it.
It's like the Maki game. Single round.
And if you play with the negative rules, then it's even worse. So
I wish to play this Sequoia.
We could at some point.
Do we have a copy of it we could run on stream?
Callahan has one. I would have to.
I got the
steal
original set. When this came out on Kickstarter, they're like, it's 3 games, $5 a piece. I was just like,
Okay.
Bet.
back it. It's like, if I get one,
So they
One
made
good game.
so they made Mountain Goats, Lure, and Sequoia.
They made Mountain Goats, Sequoia, and
And
GPS.
GPS.
GPS we tried and we
Lure
were
came
not
out.
fans. Lure was much.
But their first set of games, they did a bunch of games that were easily portable, that could be set up and played quickly as a party game. Just, you're just like, we want to play a game. Oh, okay, now we want to move on to something else. And that made their company so they could expand out into other things.
And now they make board game bags like the one we
Right.
picked up at Gen Con. They make board game tables now.
Yeah.
Like they are
They-
a much
they-
bigger company.
What's the word I'm looking for? Diversified their portfolio.
And their tables are a good affordable option if you want a board game table.
They are decent, yeah.
Like we've seen them. They are nice.
Well, they are not like Wormwood nice, but they are still quality.
They are not artisanal.
Right.
They are nice. There
Yeah.
is a difference. Like, if you did not have a board game table,
It is
I would gladly
definitely
recommend
worth
you at
picking
least
up.
take a look
Yeah.
at them to see if it would meet your needs. But there are also a few good board game table makers in the space, so if you want something fancier, Wormwood's not your only choice. They're just, if you want that classic look, they're one of the best ones out there for good reason.
you're not going to get something wrong with it. And if there is, I
But
bet
you're also going to
it's
drop like 8 to 10 grand on a table.
Yeah.
So,
Wish
in
that
fairness,
was-
8 to 10 grand on a table is not the most spendy table that has been out there in the industry that has been
I
selling.
think their most expensive one is 15.
Like,
I would
let me
never.
tell you,
I would never blow 5 digits on a gaming table.
You might
I would
if
be
you
hard.
made like 200 grand a year.
Nope.
What if
I
I made
might.
200 grand a
I
year?
no,
I was gonna say, I might.
I could not justify it.
I
No matter
could.
how
If
nice,
I made 200.
no matter how
grand,
nice
good.
it looked, no matter how nice it looked, I still couldn't justify it.
It's
I'd get something in like the low 4 digits. Like if it was like, if I could make it double as like a dining room table, because it'd have something recessed like what this, and then
Most of them do that.
cover up on the top, then yeah, I'd probably be willing to throw down like 3,500 or 4,000 on a nice large set and 6 chairs.
Yeah, and
But
what
I'm
would
not
make
I'm not I'm
in
not
that
dumping
phase?
I ain't dumping more than 4 grand on a table. Like that's just nuts.
I mean,
I don't care how nice it looks.
if it brought joy to the people that I played games with on the regular and helped make those memories a little more vivid, I would do it without a second thought if I had, 200 grand coming in every year. No question. But
Agreed.
for the average person, I understand
It is out of the price.
it is well out of the price range unless you are willing to take out a loan and make that your big expense for 4 to 5 years.
And I am not.
We could be playing D&D around a card table and I wouldn't care because I'd be here with friends.
It's still very nice.
That's
Yeah,
that's what I would look at. That's
That's
what I do
that
look
one.
at. I look at the quality of my game group, not the setting. But then again, I guess that's just me.
I like both.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like
Now you asked me to go blow like if I had $200,000, would I blow $10,000 on building a custom computer? Fuck yes.
Yeah, it's priorities.
Adult Legos. Of course I'm gonna do
I
that.
agree, I wouldn't spend more than $100 for a table. I mean, there's no gaming table you will get. For
Yeah,
$100.
you would
There's
not
no
find a.
not-
That is not true.
I'm not even sure
you
you can
can
get a
get
card
one of
table
the
for
3D
$100.
printable ones.
I
You're
would
gonna
not.
spend way more than $100.
I would
You would
not
spend more than
risk.
$100 on filament.
Yes, you would spend way more than $100 on filament for something like that. I would not touch anything.
I believe you would get an STL for $100.
I would not touch anything that needs to be able to take the type of punishment that tables like this take that was 3D printed. I would never touch that because I cannot trust the plastic to hold up.
Well,
I think the plastic could hold up. Like,
Well, and you can
Nope.
theoretically something like
It would
that
eventually
comes
snap
in,
and
so you
break
can
under its
reprint all
probably
this.
snap break under its own weight. If it was built something like this, no, the center would sag horribly. You'd
There-
have
there
you'd
are
have to have
some-
support struts in the center.
It depends on the precise
build them like
plastics that you're
Yeah.
using. Like there are plastics that are structural.
Yeah,
like that.
and
Yes.
even then, I still wouldn't do it because to me, if I'm gonna get a gaming table, I want it made out of wood.
I mean, there's a
Very
reason
nice.
the classics are classics.
I also want it to be measured properly so it can go where I, originally planned it to go in the house before somebody decided to say, "Oh no, it's fine," and then proceed to come home from work one night and
Not
wonder why my brother is fucking pissed. I've never seen him angry. That was the first. Well, I take that back. I've rarely ever seen him angry, and usually there was a good goddamn reason for it. And he's just like, I'm like, what the hell pissed you off? It's just like fucking. I don't even want to get into it. What the hell happened?
The
Fucking
math
table
errors,
and
math
didn't
errors.
get it. I was trying to shove like a 100-pound table down through a very small opening
Oh, this
that
was
we
way
were
more
told that it was that it was measured properly and would actually fit, and it didn't fit no matter how we tried. And it was like I don't even know when the hell it was. I think he said it was like stupid.
This was
stupid
before
hot.
we found out how bad at Math Callahan is.
Yeah.
Yep, that.
It being 2020, I should have built this table with a leaf.
In fairness, I think at some point you'll get a chance to make a 2.0 version of this table.
There are many.
That would require him using his new table,
There are many
which is now a
changes that should be
lovely
made.
shiny decoration in his garage.
No, it will be after this weekend.
Oh yes, it will be shiny.
Yeah.
Needs to cure a little
See?
because
I'll believe it when I see it.
I get it. But, I mean, for all the gaming we did and for how this room is laid out, this table has been
A
very
godsend.
beneficial.
Even when we had to, jack the thing up on like five
And even
and
then, we
five and a
didn't
half inch
have
blocks.
to, it was just better for a lot of the group that we did.
Yeah.
Like, I was fine.
and
Pretty
I
much everyone else who was not me or Callahan was not fine.
yeah. I did like the inset drawers though. I made them. They ended up being just big enough for a deep set of D&D books
Yeah, which is good.
and like dice.
I don't know if I would do the drawers again.
Yeah, because if you cut out the drawers, you'd save yourself about an inch or two on the bottom space, and then you could just have like the cup holders, and that'd be fine.
Well,
Well,
the cup
I would
holders
I
are
would do the
higher.
cup holders on the top this time.
Oh
Either that
yeah,
or-
along
or-
the
I would
along
do
the
that
edge.
recess
or
into the top.
right under.
Yeah, because then
yeah.
you could squash this down, and then we wouldn't be sitting clear up here. You'd actually have
Right,
something
it'd be
a
a
little bit
table.
down. Yeah.
Yeah, but in fairness, we didn't know what we didn't know.
And the drawers were requested.
The drawers were requested because they do get used.
They yeah.
They're a lot.
Yeah.
And I like the drawers. If there was a way to have the drawers and do the cup holders on a rail system and not have it be a pain in the butt, I would entertain that again.
I don't know if there
You
is.
could shrink.
But I don't know that there
You could
is.
shrink the sunken down bit about an inch.
I mean,
Bring the
you could
bottom
lose
up.
like 2 inches here, so we could effectively get the drawers and lower it by 2 inches.
Which I think would be enough. Like 2 inches doesn't sound like a lot, but it's actually quite a bit.
Yeah, it is. That's here, as opposed to
It's quite a bit.
These drawers are 2 inches deep, about an inch and a half. 2
I
inches.
bet an inch and a half. It's like
But in
it's-
fairness, I also
might
designed
be
this
true.
table for 8, and largely speaking,
it will seat 8.
it would have been better to design it for 6.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Largely speaking.
not as wide.
But in fairness, yeah, not as wide.
Yeah, not
for
as
sure.
wide. I
Not as wide for sure. 6 comfortably. Like, I would not take a third out of the middle. but
Although,
I would take a 6.
This would fit a full-on talisman game with all expansions. Like I can't think of a single board game that wouldn't fit on this play surface.
Oh, I can. I
Like
can't
what?
think. I cannot think of the name of it. But an old coworker of mine had a board game that was basically, it was basically like Risk except bigger, and there was like different tiles that you would get depending on where you moved at to get resources to build armies to conquer the world. It was like a hyper complicated version of Risk, and I cannot for the life of me remember what the hell the name of it is.
Twilight Imperium would fit on this table.
But it was not Twilight Imperium. It was like a map of like Europe, Eastern Western Europe, and then part
Axis
of like
and
North
Allies.
Africa, I think. No, it wasn't Axis and Allies. It was something
The
different.
only game that the only thing I have seen not fit this table is the fuck off huge battle map.
Yes,
That's the only thing that has not.
that's the only thing that will not fit.
I don't
and I think
we-
that's
This is a great-
level.
This is a great
Or across,
size
like,
to
4
play
card
Yeah, it's intended. It's game
Cosmic
source.
Encounters. Like this is a perfect size to play Cosmic Encounters with 8 people.
Like it seats 8 people. It's a little crowded.
It's a
but-
bit crowded, but it's
it will
doable.
seat 8 doably. Honestly,
I think if
it's
you had-
less crowded if you put 2 on each end.
And it would probably be a little bit less crowded if you had chairs that did not have
Armrest.
the armrests. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Which
in
we did
fairness-
have at one point.
We did, but those chairs wore out largely.
They did see a lot of use.
They did.
Mhm.
Like, I'm not saying I didn't get my money's worth out of them, but they wore out a little faster than even I expected.
That, yeah.
I mean, gamers are big.
What?
Said gamers are big.
Yeah, but that wasn't the part that was wearing out. The seats were generally fine. Like, we only had, like, one of the seats fail. It was the screws in the bottom of the chairs just weren't holding together.
Mm.
And that's not a gamers are a big problem. That's a you designed this cheaply and badly problem.
Mm.
It is 10 o'clock.
Yup.
Yeah, we should probably call it here.
Yep, because I got work in the morning early because it's Friday. And then Sunday is daylight savings time.
Oh,
Yay.
man.
I get to drive
is
to
it?
work. Yep, I get to drive to work in the dark again. And it was getting so nice.
Can
Like
we
I
just
go to
be
work.
Done with daylight savings time. For
No,
the
no,
love
no.
of
We have to
God.
preserve it for the farmers. You know, the farmers who also
They
don't
don't-
want it. We need to preserve it for them.
I've asked my dad about this. He would prefer to stay on. He just wants them to pick one and stick with it. He, as a farmer, would prefer them to just stick with daylight savings time. But actually, having seen the math, Honestly, I think I'd rather just prefer to be on standard
More
time.
of that.
Yeah, the sun would be up at like fucking 4 o'clock in the morning or whatever.
What I
Or like
think they should
4:30.
do
But it doesn't
is
matter.
actually eliminate time zones.
What?
It's just a certain time all the time on Earth, and dawn for you might be at midnight, or it might it might be 12 a.m. or it might be 6
Do
a.m.
you realize the cognitive dissonance that people would suffer for that?
I can see the fundamental idea behind it.
There would be
but-
no calculating time zones. You're like, what time do you want me to call you? 7 a.m.
The,
Everyone knows what
I-
time it is.
There are so many
When are
reasons
people
that's a
going to
terrible
work?
idea.
Is-
You're a
we're
terrible
not
idea.
even going to go into the terrible idea that is.
When-
That
when
is
For
a giant
America, of course, we would reserve the best hours for us.
Except we don't. It's fucking Britain that's got GMT. They get to set 0.
And I can't remember why, but it was I think the reason was because when they called when they called the meeting for that in the actual building where the Meridian line is at, they just decided like that was where they grouped together. It's just like, okay, we need to figure this out. We're just gonna start 0 from here and we're just gonna move that way.
Yeah.
And that's what they did. That's why zero UTC is the Greenwich Mean Time. It is the meridian runs through. I think it's what the hell is it? It's not Greenwich, England. It's or was it England? Can't remember. Greenwich,
it is
it's
in
English or
It's
yeah.
England, yeah.
But they picked that spot, not because it's anywhere else. They just
Well,
picked
yeah,
that spot because that's where they had the
no place
meeting
on
at.
Earth where it's going to be any less arbitrary. Might as well set it as the building that you're deciding.
Pretty much that, and that's basically what they did. But it's
I'm
it's
just-
one of those instances where they either my preference is pick one and stick with it, and my opinion on that is we call it standard time for a reason. It's standard time, standard, or don't do the whole hour in one go. Like we have the technology, people just.
It's
Swap
one
it
of
like
those
15
things
minutes
where-
every week over the course of 4 weeks and call it done. Mother Nature doesn't just like, I'm going to start an hour ahead. No, it's gradual. The sun rises.
And again, this is
Oh.
one of those cases where everybody overwhelmingly wants to get rid of it,
Yes.
and nobody has managed to make it happen.
No.
And it's just
It's not even necessarily because people are opposed to it. Just nobody cares enough to get around to it.
and that's what's upsetting.
Except there are certain states that just don't have it.
Arizona,
Arizona does not have it. They do not. They are on standard time period. That is it.
which is great for them and sucks for everybody else.
Yes.
There's more than
No.
Arizona.
It is current.
It is Arizona.
Currently is just Arizona. It what other state was trying that was close to actually managing to?
Oregon?
No, I don't think it was Oregon. I thought it was somewhere in the eastern states.
I thinking
Was it
was
West Vir-
Maine.
It was. I want to say it was either Maine or West Virginia. I can't remember which. But
Yeah.
there was one that was getting close to just picking one and sticking
Take
with
a
it.
day off or two of the 31 months and stick them in February. That would also work.
Take a day off 2 of the months.
Take a day or two off of the months that have 31 days, and slap them on February.
What would that accomplish for daylight savings time? It doesn't. That doesn't do anything.
If you make the days not 24 hours, it does.
Except you can't do that.
You can. It's just a bad idea.
It's a terrible freaking idea because that would throw the human world in chaos. Mother Nature wouldn't give a shit because Mother Nature doesn't care about time. Humans
What's
are the
being
only.
proposed would throw the human world into chaos because people are used to daylight savings time.
Oh, Hawaii also does not appear to have daylight.
I was
savings time.
wondering because I had that in the back of my brain.
Arizona doesn't have to have daylight saving times except for the Navajo Nation, which does and occupies some of its territory.
Okay, and they get to set their own rules.
Yeah.
So it's Arizona and Hawaii that don't have it.
Yes.
And Hawaii's time zone's freaking weird anyway because the island chain is so long that in order to keep that whole island chain on the same date, the international date line goes like this. And on down. It's straight up here, and then you get Hawaii that's right freaking here, and they just literally went.
I mean,
I
it's
didn't
all
know
around the
that
island
going to
chain.
Hawaii would allow me to easily be a time traveler. That's kind of cool.
That's how the international date line works. It's
They
that's
delayed my
they
flickering service release until July 2025. So basically, right before I leave for Gen Con.
fun.
sucks to suck.
Anyway, Midwest goodbye done now.
Indeed.
You all
Midwest
have a
goodbye.
fantastic
Fucking is.
evening.
God, that is both
Every time.
technically correct and deeply disturbing.
Also, of note, before... Oh, no, but never mind. Tomorrow's the 7th. I thought it was the second Friday, but tomorrow's the 7th. So next Friday is Patrons Night. Not
14th.
this Friday. The 14th.
Yep. Which means St. Patty's Day is once again on a freaking Monday. God.
Do you know how
damn
many
it.
people are going to call out that Monday? It's
Oh, it ain't gonna be-
so very many.
It ain't gonna be me because
Me
I
either.
can't fucking afford to because I have to save all of my time for Gen Con and my Linkin Park concert.
Fair enough.
Fair.
Have a good night, all. Thank you.
Good night. Thanks for joining us.
Coming out.